are you? How dare you disturb me during my nappy nap time? Oh, you want to know what happened last time on Rolling Riot? Well, let me tell you. So, we were in a tank, and then we were out of the tank, and then there was a whole bunch of Germans, so we had to take them out. I mean, obviously. So, we did precisely that. Took out all the Germans. Definitely didn't lose lots of compadres. Oh, come on. Anyways, so, after it was all said and done, we thought we were the big kahunas. We really done showed those Germans. Some blue motherfucker decides to come out of nowhere, and Alexei, using his quick wit, of course, he shoots him in the head, and nothing happened. I mean, what is this guy? Is he a god? I'm getting ahead of myself, but whatever happens, we're gonna have a rolling riot.
JDs and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Rolling Riot. We're super excited for this one. What was the name of it again? I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
Life in the Trenches.
Life in the Trenches. Thank you guys. Well, today I am playing Eobard Fantasia.
I'm Shank, and I'm going to be playing the DM.
I am Azradin, and I am Alexei Petrolovich.
And I am BB2 Ninja, and I will be playing Jacques Pierre.
There we go.
And this is Rolling Riot.
Yes, this is Rolling Riot. You got us. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. Otherwise,
Welcome.
Look somewhere else. I don't know.
No, don't look somewhere else.
Don't. No.
You're welcome. We love you.
Boom, is there anything else you want to say for your stream before we get started?
Hey, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate
Like
y'all.
and subscribe.
Make sure to hit that follow button down below if you haven't. But no, that's it. I say we just jump right into it.
So, brief recap from last time. It was our first session. A couple of the men here were in a steel wagon being pulled behind an M1 tank. Got pulled to a German expeditionary trench where you disembarked and immediately got stuck into some combat. A lot of people died on both sides. Most of the other experiments ended up perishing in some fashion or another. Two managed to get away. Sergeant Cillian Markham, who is himself not an experiment, but he was the kind of leader of this raid, and another man named Darian. He was made of stone, and he barely made it back to the friendly trench with his life. The rest of you ended up meeting a Captain Holfeld. He was the German commander that appeared just at the end. And in the friendly trench, Azradin, playing as Alexei Petrolovich, was laying down some pretty significant covering fire, including getting a 2-for-1 special at least once. So,
It
that's what you
sounds
missed
like a
last time.
Saturday night.
With that, we are back in the trenches. So, let me get you over here.
Let's hope this works.
Let us hope.
On my end. Oh, it's
All right, let me know.
Yes, it's working. It's working.
Yes.
Good.
Let's go.
So running back to the friendly side of the trench, you would kind of hear bullets just whizzing by your head as you make way for it. If you recall from last session, Eobard and Jacques were the last two to cross back over into friendly territory following the trench being semi-reclaimed by Holfeld and his two more demonic soldiers that were with him. Making it back to the other side, Sergeant Markham would jump into the trench right next to the radio operator and where Alexei are standing. Briefly afterwards, Eobard and Jacques would be able to do so as well. While you're there, you would see that Darian is laying down in the trench, blood coming from between the cracks in the rocks. His chest is moving up and down, but only very shallowly. Markham looks up to the radio operator friend of yours and says, "Son, I think you're going to need to call in some medical support. I don't know that this chap's going to make it if we don't get it quickly." Is there anything you would all like to do at this moment?
I would like to use lay on hands for two HP points for this man.
Okay.
And I want to just what was his name again? Darius?
Darian.
Darian. So
Yeah.
I want to just walk up to him and be like, I got you, pal. And I put my hands on him, and they start to glow a little majestically, and I put them on him, and I'm like, heal, brother, heal.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah,
Just heal from
yeah.
here?
I just want to help him out, and then I want to like help him to his feet if he's able. Do I need to roll anything for that?
No, if you're healing him, you're healing him.
Alright,
you don't
cool.
have to roll for that. So, as you kind of like yelling, "Heal, brother, heal," the radio operator is kind of like getting on the mic and calling back a little bit. You do like see that glow, and Sergeant Markham kind of looks up at you. For those that may have missed, or for you guys if you need a refresher, this is Sergeant Markham right here. He's the older gentleman with a hat, the bucket helmet, I should say. He just kind of looks at you with one eyebrow raised and just kind of nods along, like, yes, okay. Sort of offer your hand and pull Darian up into a sitting position, and he kind of props himself up against the trench. You can still see a little bit of blood coming through some of the cracks, since it was kind of like falling away from him before. Now that he's sitting up, it's starting to come down in sort of new angles, turning the orange stone a kind of dirty, dark brown color. He kind of is nodding, not making eye contact. It's just saying, "Thank you. If without you, I'd be dead. Without you, I'd be dead. Thank you. Without you, I'd be dead." And just kind of going on like this.
Of course.
You can kind of see him looking about a million miles directly into the corner where the trench meets the dirt.
I look over at Jacques.
He's not gonna fucking make it, man. I don't know what we're gonna do, but he's not gonna fucking make it.
Pray to whatever you believe in, but I agree.
He's going to make it a lot farther than that damn dog did.
It's about at this point that you would hear a little bit of a ruckus coming from the west side of the trench. An adjoining trench that connects the front lines to the sort of second lines of trenches. Usually sees a decent amount of traffic, except during times when they know an assault is going on. They try to keep things open to allow personnel to move where they need to. But you hear some footsteps coming in from that direction, and a young French woman comes into the trench. Should all see it when I pull her up like that.
Uh-oh, keep Jacques away. Yeah, look at me, boy. I know.
Where are you? Okay, there we go. So, she comes up and she's like, yes. Isabelle Rousseau, reporting for duty. Where is the wounded? Oh my goodness! And she starts tending to Darian, pulls off a small backpack and brings out some bandaging and a bottle of high-proof alcohol that she sort of forces him to lean forward a little bit and pours in particularly his shoulder wound. Last session, if you recall, one of the German soldiers put a bayonet in his shoulder and pried one of the rocks loose, revealing some skin that was subsequently injured. She puts it there, and you can see Darian wince a whole lot and tense up really hard. She packs it with some bandaging. She looks up at Sergeant Markham and says, "This is strange. He's not bleeding as much as I think he should be."
Oui,
Which,
madame. Nous avons eu plusieurs blessures, mais celle-ci est la pire.
Oui.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, real quick. I haven't spoke French in 6 years.
We have multiple injured, but this one's the worst.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just
haven't
take this
spoke
Mr.
French.
DM, you may want to pull up Google Translate during the session.
Anyways. So, she just kind of nods and says, "We, once I'm done working with him, if you could show me to him, that would be, or show me to the others, that would be beneficial." And she keeps packing. Although, following the statement she said earlier about things not being as bloody as she would expect with an injury of this size, Markham kind of looks up at Eobard and just kind of gives you a knowing look, like, do you want to tell her?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Why? What? What? Do you need to say something?
Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
I have a reason for asking this. Does she have a wedding ring on?
No.
Mademoiselle, the bulk of the injured are here, besides me and, what's your name, lad? The radio operator.
I'm Pete Brighton.
Pete.
And apparently I'm chopped liver because I was asking a goddamn question over here.
Yeah, we'll get to you.
Nobody
Give us a
respects me.
I
to-
back away a little bit.
You may want to look at the large cat here.
I pat
His
Eobard
fur
on the
might
back.
be matted.
Thank you.
She kind of stands up and looks at you, kind of first full inspection, and she looks and she's like, hopefully you do not have an appetite for small French women. And after she like
hand out of character.
she finishes kind of wrapping a bandage around his shoulder and making sure that some of the blood coming through cracks on his chest isn't life-threatening. She would come and look at some of your wounds that you have. I remember you got stabbed in the arm, I want to say,
Me? Yes.
at one point. Yes.
Yes, I got slashed. I got slashed on my right arm by they stabbed their bayonet into my arm. Yeah.
Yeah. She would look at that and make an insight check for me.
Oh, I'm not good at these. I am very not good at these. Okay, I actually need to pull up my journal, and then I'll have it pulled up for the rest of the game. So let's go insights. Insight would be
Sergeant Markov.
a 15.
Okay. Give me 1 second there, Az.
Oh,
As she's sort of like tending your wounds, she's kind of like doing the normal things, just trying to get a good look at it. You do have a little bit of fur there, so it's kind of hard to see through the matted fur, but she's getting a look at it, and you realize that at some point it transitions a little bit from being just normal examination, medical examination, to being a little bit more of a like feel. There's something there. Okay.
Oh.
She's like, yes, it does not look terribly life-threatening. Here is a bandage, and she kind of wraps it up and is like making eye contact and dropping it fast.
Oh, hello there. Yes.
What were you going to say?
Well, first of all, while she's doing that, Alexei's gonna lean over to Jacques and be like, maybe if he is nicely, she'll give the kiss.
In your dreams, buddy.
I was talking about the cat. Sergeant Markov, are you injured at all?
No, I managed to get out rather unscathed. I think it was, well, honestly, dumb luck. But
We're an expert marksman. Are you hungry?
could go with a little bit of chow, but I do believe that we should probably wait until some of the higher-ups come, I believe. And then he looks at Pete. He looks at Pete. And he's like, right, you called the captain, right? Pete's like, yes, sir, I did. Give me one moment. And he kind of like walks a little bit down the trench.
Well, we're waiting for the captain to arrive, and he looks side eyes Pete. I'll go get some chow. Anybody else want me to bring back anything?
I'll take. Can you grab a bag of Funyuns and maybe something sour? I don't know. I'm craving something delicious right now. If you don't mind. But thank you for the trouble.
Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Funyuns weren't made until '69, bitch. Choose a different one.
You would know the history of Funyuns there, wouldn't you, Mr. Expert?
No, I wouldn't. Google
Grab
this.
me a bag of this era's best chip.
Whatever it is.
Bag of crisps. Understood.
Grab me a crunchy. Grab me a crunchy and something sour. Okay. I don't like him very much.
And she's kind of like looking at you, have this conversation. She's like, I hate to spoil a good day, but it's now the best time.
It's always a good time. Any day
This is as good as they're gonna get, so do what you gotta do.
How long have you been in the trenches?
I'll be honest. Wherever the pretty lady is going, I'm going as well. Because, to be honest, she just... you know what? I have a question. I want to fucking... I want to divine sniff this bitch. I want a divine sniffer. I want to pull my sniffer out, and I want a divine sniff.
And y'all thought I was going to be
paladin's
the problem
divine
in this.
The what?
Divine sniff.
The paladin's divine sense.
Yes.
Use that to
Yes.
sniff. Okay.
What do I need to do for that? Or is it...
Alexei's
it's
gonna
just-
fucking turn
just
around
picture that
and
kind of
walk down. Like, walk down
Yeah.
the... Just fuck this.
You would know. You've been in the trenches a little longer than these folks have, so you would know kind of where food areas are. There's not one in the front line, but you could take the most immediate trench to the second line back, and there's an area kind of right there that you could get something.
Cool.
Might not
grab
be
grub
exactly
for
what you
everybody.
want because supplies, but
I'm just grabbing grub for everybody and avoiding the divine sniff.
okay. As you kind of waltz away, and you do the divine sniff. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does it register just all good and evil, or does it register strictly like types of planar bullshit going
If you
on?
give me 2 seconds, I can give you the
I want to say it
answer
does
that.
everything. I run two
I
paladins.
think
I should know this by now.
I'm pulling up my character sheet right now. So it says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest.
You know
Okay.
the type celestial fiend or undead of any
Yes.
being whose presence you sense, but not its
okay.
identity.
Okay. So, you would be able to detect that there is something good. It is not under the effects of the Hallow spell, but since that first line is the presence of powerful or strong evil registers, blah blah blah, powerful good, blah blah blah. So, since both of those things are considered in there, I will say you do detect that this is like a good person. She's kind of a very subtle scent, but you do like, as you're kind of sniffing in, it smells like smells a bit like a rose bush. and you
Yeah,
detect that
I'm
as
not.
being
I'm not
related
going anywhere.
And she's like, okay, well, I plan on staying here to take care of him until he is prepared to move. Are you okay to move? And Darian's just kind of sitting there and kind of shakes his head like that. I don't know if I was even in frame for that, but whatever.
Is it possible for me to carry him to where we're going?
So right now, Sergeant Markham had said that you should wait here until the captain arrives. If you would like to move somewhere with him, you could.
Oh, okay.
But right now,
We don't need to.
at least Sergeant Markham's plan is to kind of chill for a second.
Okay, heard that. I listen to orders.
Okay.
That's a
Pete
first.
would
Most of the time.
At
Most of the time.
she kind of like kneels down to, kind of take a little better care of him. And at this point, Pete would come back with the captain. Here he is for you. Who of you would have been closer to the front lines? I know, obviously, Alexei would have, but I don't know as much about Jacques
What are you considering
or about
front lines?
Eobard. Like literally in sort of the front trenches or in or around this area, not necessarily in the second or third rank,
Oh, okay.
but somewhere in this front area for a period of time longer than a couple of weeks.
I just
I
got
would say
here.
I would be there.
I just
got
here.
here. Okay, and then BB?
I would say that I've been there for a while.
Okay, so for Eobard, this is the first time you've seen this man, period.
That's why I haven't stopped saluting.
He comes up and he just sort of sees everyone there. Sergeant Markham salutes as well. He kind of like looks over at Jacques if he's not, and just kind of like,
Sir?
and the captain sort of steps up pretty quickly, brisk pace, followed by Pete. He says, "At ease, gentlemen. All right. Sergeant Markham, is this all you have left?" "Unfortunately, sir. We faced a little heavier resistance than we were expecting for an expeditionary trench, and the Germans had, I don't know, some bombs that they dropped on us. I remember there were bombs. A lot more is getting a little hazy as I get away from the combat. The adrenaline was rushing and all." And the captain kind of nods at that, looks down at Darian, looks up at you two, I should say, since right now Alexei is away. He'll be back soon. Looks at the two of you, though, and says, "All right, did you see anything else that would be particularly noteworthy?" I said, "Addie's son." Yes.
Me?
Yes. The big. Yes.
oh,
the
thank
big cat.
God.
What's
Oh, thank
What's your
God.
name?
My name is Eobard Fantasia.
Oh, Christ.
All right.
It's,
So put her
it's,
there.
it's lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Lovely, sir. Yes, sir.
And you get a pretty strong handshake, kind of like a little bit trying to like crush your knuckles a tad. I don't know if he succeeds. What's your strength?
Oh, I'm so fucking strong.
Cool.
I'm 16 with a +3.
Okay,
Or,
that plus
sorry,
3 is your modifier
16,
that you
sorry.
get from the
Yeah,
16.
yeah. So it's a 16.
That's fine. Yeah, so you got a 16. So, yeah, you can tell, like, that's the kind of handshake he normally goes for, but your big literal paw is just not having any of that.
It's with all respect,
So-
but it's a firm grip.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, "All right, well, is there anything that either of you saw? And what's your name? I didn't catch yours either." BB's talking to you.
My name is Jacques Pierre.
At that,
Pleasure.
Isabel would kind of perk up, and she's like, "A good Frenchman."
We.
Wait, you said her name was?
Lieutenant Isabel Rousseau.
Oh, Isabel. Okay. And what was the captain's name?
He is Captain Michael Harrington. You would be able to see just Captain Harrington in a sort of little name badge underneath a couple pens that he's got going on there. It's like, all right, well, is there anything of note that you were able to see at the trench? How did the assault go? I know that you're kind of the only survivors here, unless they took someone off without knowing.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir. Yeah, I saw a lot of things. A whole lot of things. May I speak?
Go ahead.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I promise not to beat me, but this is what happened. Okay, everybody.
Son, hold on. This is gonna take a while.
You asked what happened. I'll make it brief.
Okay. Alexei, good to see you. Give me a moment. The man's about to speak.
Kit.
Give me the brief version now, and then I'll take you to a command bunker where it's a little safer than here.
Okay, everybody died. Boom explosion. We got the fuck out of there, man. It was a lot, okay? So, I mean, that's the brief version. I can make it a little longer if you please, but I mean, that's the quickest I can make it.
We saw him again.
You saw Captain Holfeld?
Duh. He showed up near the end. I took a couple shots at him, but I only shot his head off.
Troubling.
I had the chance to end the whole damn thing right now, and I missed. I never miss.
Well,
I'll do better next time.
we'll get you another shot. Don't worry about it. And he kind of claps your shoulder a little bit. It's like, all right, Sergeant Markham, get them in file. They're coming after me. Lieutenant Isbell, keep doing the good work, and move him when he needs to move. She kind of nods at this, and yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do in the couple minutes that Markham's trying to round y'all up?
Take one last glance at the thing. Copyright not intended.
He's the thunk.
Fuck you. Alexei's gonna start passing out grub to everybody.
Okay. What you were able to pick up is cans of beans. They had been getting heated, and you were able to convince a slightly higher ranking officer there to allow you to commandeer them since you just came back from the trench rush.
Are they sealed cans? Like
The
beans?
cans at this point have been opened. He kind of would have had to come like a. He kind of would have had to like carry it up like a server holding a couple cups.
Gotcha.
Right.
Perfect.
As per that request, you just send me in DMs. Yes. Just small.
Okay. Eobard, here, have some of this. I'm gonna pop out or I'm gonna pull out a small pack. Looks like a lifesavers pack. Inside is a small, or it's broke up into multiple wafers. I'm gonna take one of the wafers, break it in half, and hand it to you. This is called Pervitin. It'll keep you awake.
Oh my God.
You sure it's not just like Necco wafers?
And I can have this? This is for me?
Does he have to make a Constitution saving throw?
We'll get to that if he eats it. He hasn't said anything about it.
Is this for me?
I'm gonna take the last half of a wafer, break it in half, and hand it to Jacques. You're much smaller. You don't need the full one. But yes, it is for you, Eobard.
And what do I do with it? Do I shove it up
Eat
my
it.
nose?
No, you eat it.
I eat it. What will it do to me?
It'll make
You
you
know.
feel extra energetic.
Can I run an
I
insight
used to have
check?
these as a kid.
Yeah, I will choose to auto fail. I am not lying.
Okay. He is. If you're gonna auto fail, I'm gonna give him a little more context than that.
Okay. In that case, if you're gonna give him more context,
All right.
hold
Yeah,
on,
I'm not letting you get
do
away
I
with
have to roll
that.
deception?
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Do I have to roll deception?
Yes, you would have to roll deception.
I got a
hold on.
10.
Go ahead and roll it in.
Deception.
Yeah.
Did I roll?
You got
Love
a
that.
15.
You're
Boom!
hearing, you know, he's looking at you, and it's kind of hard to tell under all of the, you know, gray and black markings what his facial features are doing. But you see, like, there's no clear malice in his face when he's saying that, and he's not like sweating or anything. So
I'm genuinely trying to help my friends.
He's pretty calm about it, you know.
Well, I mean,
If it's for me, and I just toss it up in the air and I eat it.
Baby,
Okay.
do you eat it?
I examined it at first, see what it actually is, or try
I
to.
mean,
rather.
yeah, it's just a you know, little kind of milky white / gray wafer, like he said.
Yeah,
To remind people of doses, Eobard got a half a wafer, and Jacques got a quarter of a wafer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need
I throw it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw on both. Since you only ate a half a wafer, BB, Jacques can make it with advantage.
I did try to specifically give them a dosage that was good for their weights.
And I'm with
Yeah,
disadvantage.
You do not have disadvantage. You just roll it straight. I would say that it's not like Eobard is not double the weight of Jacques, so that's why I'm doing it that way. Cool. Okay, Jacques. You feel, you know, like a little bit of whatever wind you might have gotten gassed out of you running between trenches and like doing all the fighting that you've been doing. You kind of feel that come off your chest a little bit, and you know you're kind of pumped up. Not like gonna do anything crazy, but you're just feeling a little better about yourself. Eobard, on the other hand, if he wasn't energetic enough already, is kind of like he's seeing a lot sharper right now. You know, like he's bouncing a little bit, and he doesn't feel like he weighs whatever 250 or however much he weighs. You know, he feels about 50 pounds lighter, and his heart, he can feel it like doing some fast things. You know, he's like, you know, if I wanted to, I could take off in 100-yard dash and probably make a world record.
Hey DM, should I clarify to the audience what I just gave them?
They can look up Pervidin on their own.
Okay, I didn't know if I had said Pervidin.
You said it. I don't know if it was loud enough, but now I've said it loud enough. So if you want to know, Pervitin, go for it.
So at this point, Eobard's like shaking. He's
Oh,
gotta
Jesus.
he's gotta do something. He's just like, oh fuck, what is this? What? I need to kill something. I need to just run. I need to take a nap at the same time. But I gotta go, man.
You're
at
welcome,
this, you can
comrade.
kind of see that like Isabel is like kind of like cowering away from that.
Don't worry, mademoiselle. He'll be fine. I only gave him enough for like maybe 5 minutes.
Like, what is it that you gave him?
Pervitin.
And she's like, hand it.
I will hold it up for her to see.
And she was like, show me the wafer if you're not going to hand it to me.
I will give her the last quarter of the wafer.
And she examines it, and she's like,
And I'm gonna
you
take
gave him
it,
a little too much.
I did?
You should, whatever impulses you are having, do not act on them. If anything, run laps.
I don't know, man. I feel fucking great right now. Like, now I just want to love everybody. Like,
Yeah, but the reason I gave it to you is because it will make you energetic enough to run, but when you get done running, you will sleep very well tonight.
I love
I
you,
would
man.
say so.
Oh, you're pretty fucking cool for that one.
And then, Alexei's gonna pop the wafer, or the rest of the quarter of the wafer.
Okay, you go ahead and do the same thing with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, because you had the quarter just like Jacques did, and Jacques closed
There we
the
go.
weight class.
Thank God.
Okay. You're feeling similar to Jacques, just a little lighter. Your shoulder doesn't hurt as much from shooting so much. You can kind of work that one out pretty easy now. Sergeant Markham just kind of sees this whole interaction happen, and at this point, Captain Harrington has already sort of like started to move on to the command bunker that he was going to take you all to. Sergeant Markham sort of looks at Eobard and is like, "Private, Eobard, I believe we met in the tin can before we assaulted the trench."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, good in bed. Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to give. That
You know
that
what
was
I-
what you said.
Yes, it is indeed.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you choose. First bunk today, if you run all the way to the command bunker.
Absolutely, I'm 100% down. Whatever you say. Right now?
Go.
Okay, and I just go.
As he
I
dashes
I
off,
just start booking it.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, Sergeant, be careful with the lieutenant around him.
Wait, you're saying that to Isabel?
No. I'm saying that to the sergeant.
No,
But
Sergeant
to be-
Markham. Okay.
Yeah, like, be careful having the lieutenant near him.
This lieutenant,
To
Lieutenant
Isabel. Yeah, like, be careful with Isabel around him.
Okay. And he just kind of gives you a little bit of a questioning look, and then he takes it, kind of nods, like, either of you three, any volunteers to go after the lad?
Niet.
And he looks at Jacques,
I'm okay.
and then he just kind of looks at Pete, and Pete's like fixes his radio backpack on his shoulders a little bit, and just
Pete,
Kinda-
before you go, do you want
Yeah?
me to hold on to that for you? I know how to use it.
he doesn't even say anything. He just takes it off. He's like, "All yours."
Yep. Alexei throws it over one shoulder.
Okay, it's pretty heavy, especially for technology. Yeah. Yeah. So he just kind of takes off at a pretty brisk jog after Jacques, or not Jacques, after Eobard. Yeah, I granted that you two are, well, he points at, gestures to Jacques and Eobard. You and the big man were the only two survivors, other than myself and Darian here. I would say he probably must be.
Yes, I tried to get smoke pop before they took off, but that was a little too late.
Yeah. Well, can't
I'm
win
sorry
all
to
of
hear about the other radio man.
Yep. It was unfortunate. He took one. And, well, I'm sure you could see, but, Jacques, let's just say that on the other side of the trenches, things didn't go so well. But we'll talk about that back at the bunker. I assume he's going to require us to do some post-operation report. So, get in line, men, and we'll head out.
Do you need a drink? Would you like a drink?
I'm sure the captain might offer us one when we get there.
That was mean right now.
Don't waste yours quite yet.
That's not wasting. I'm sharing it with a friend, Sergeant.
Well, hold on to it for now. Might need it later.
Jacques, how do you feel? Would you like a drink?
I'll take a drink.
I will pour you a shot of vodka.
Perfect.
Okay. And
BB, do your best French impression. Go.
No.
Fucking letdown.
Okay, so with that, Sergeant Markham kind of just like gets you all to line in the single file and takes you to the command bunker that the captain spoke about. When you get there, obviously Eobard and Pete are already there. Eobard, the captain, is kind of like looking at you a little like concerned and like has his hands kind of like halfway up, ready to just intercept you if you like come at him. What are you doing at this time?
Where is the bathroom? I need the bathroom.
Outside on the right.
Yeah, follow those instructions. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, so my character literally just goes and is just gone to the bathroom right now.
Okay.
Is Pete back?
Pete's in here. He's just kind of sitting on one of the tables right now, opposite from where Captain Harrington is. I'm gonna have to take time learning all the names that I made up.
Fair. I'm gonna approach him and just set his radio stuff down next to him.
And he kind of just tips his helmet at you.
I give him a 2-finger salute.
Captain lets y'all kind of file in, get yourself settled. He gestures to chairs if any of you want to take a seat. He himself kind of just pulls up a chair just over here, right next to this desk. Pulls it back and sits in it. Kind of leans forward, leaving his elbows on his knees. The inside of this bunker smells pretty dusty. You can tell based on how few things there are on all the desks that it's probably not seeing a whole lot of use. There are kind of maps here and there. They're frayed at the edges and curling up a little bit. They've got some bite marks out of them from where mice might have gotten to them. He doesn't regard any of them at this moment and just kind of looks at you all and says, well, let's start with, well, where it started. How was the ride across? Those of you that were in the wagon? And he kind of looks at Pete and at Alexei somewhat expectantly, to which, yeah, if you've got anything to say.
You would be talking to not Pete and Alexei. We weren't in the cart.
He doesn't know that.
Oh, well, it was pretty smooth. I sat in the bunker the whole time. Or in the trench the whole time.
Like, oh, well.
It was the other two and the sergeant.
Ah, okay. The other two, and he.
The big cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him and Az is forgetting the name, not Alexei. The Rock.
Darian.
Darian, the sergeant, and Jacques and the cat. Eobard, I believe is what he introduced himself to. I don't know, he's to the trenches. I'll give him 6 months before I learn his name properly.
Well, seeing
getting
as
tired
you're
of
the only
learning the new guys.
survivors. What was that?
I'm getting tired of learning all the new guys, only for them to go out and die.
That's fair, but gotta do something for your fellow man while you're here.
Well, I do. I gave them some Pervitin.
That explains at least
A
the
lot.
cat.
How are you? How was your ride up here? The horse doing good?
Yeah, he's getting by the same as he always does.
I heard
But,
that he was a champion racehorse. Is that true?
No, that was a rumor started by one of the other captains. The air captain, Jameson. He was lying and doing all sorts of other things when we were drinking the other night. But
What the
yeah,
bastard.
it's a whole thing. But okay, well, if you'll give me a moment, Jacques.
We.
That's your name, correct?
We.
Okay, I'm still learning. I'm sorry, we haven't met very much, if at all.
No worries.
How's the ride across? Did anyone get shot in the wagon itself, or was it only afterwards?
Only really afterwards. Yeah. It was peaceful enough until we got out.
That's kind of what I was afraid of. Well, not afraid of. It shows that it worked, but
Yeah. It could have
Okay.
gone worse. We could have all died at the beginning.
fair enough. Fair enough. Well said. Okay, the assault itself. Pete, anything to say about command and control over here? How was the fast one? Did he end up making it? Pete just kind of.
He met a quick end.
Got it. Sergeant Marcom was like, landmine. Really, took his feet out from under him. And some
Does
innards.
does an explosive finish.
And Captain kind of just. Okay.
This is why,
Well,
Captain and I get along so well.
well, how about? God, well, I take it to mean that you weren't kidding. You are the only ones. And big man, the starts with a D. God,
Darian.
Darian. Thank you. That was in character, by the way. Not Shank. That was Captain. It's like, thank you. Yeah. Any idea how he's doing? I saw that he was being tended to. He looks a little goofed up there. Shell shock can get the best of us.
Yeah, but that French lass, she tended to his wounds very well.
Good.
She's good.
She's a
You
good
should
one.
keep. I agree. You need to keep her around. I think she'll help with morale. She's very gentle with the ones that she's aiding.
Yeah. Sergeant Marcom kind of like gives you a little bit of a confused look again. But lets it go. Okay, well, what did the trenches look like? Were they well constructed that quickly, or was it just kind of muddy and a mess?
6 foot deep, lacking dirt. It was perfect for
Jacques?
dropping him in their graves.
Jacques, similar assessment?
Well said for somebody who wasn't down there.
I was as close as I needed to be. Any closer, I'm not nearly as effective. That being said, you and Eobard put in some good work. I stopped trying to cover you because the other side was losing more men than you.
We do what we can.
My apologies for being too late on the smoke. I was trying to assist, but it was a fraction of a second too late.
I mean, I've had far worse. So
It will not happen again. And he just kind of steps up and claps your shoulder. He just gives you a very serious look.
I look at him, I just nod.
All right. Well, I heard that there was bombing. They had planes overhead. We didn't think they could scramble anything all that quickly. It's a bit concerning.
I didn't get a good look at this. Perhaps Jacques did, but it was unlike anything I'd ever seen.
What do you mean?
Like I said, you'd probably want to ask Jacques or Eobard. It was fully enclosed and made of metal, is all I saw.
And he kind of looks over at Jacques. Anything to add to that, or?
Scared the hell out of me.
I can imagine with bombs dropping.
But,
Usually they don't come from the sky unless it's artillery, and you can kind of hear that coming in.
Yeah.
But okay, well, wonder what's taking that lad so long to piss.
And Eobard's still in there. He's not coming out until somebody comes and gets him.
Okay. I guess at this point, Sergeant Markham would just kind of like lean over, tap Pete on the shoulder, and say, "Go check on that chap, will ya?" And Pete just kind of shrugs, hops out of his sit on the desktop, and walks outside and would come and get you. It'd be a couple seconds, but yeah. Like, okay, well, we'll have you talk to. I guess we'll have you talk to Captain Jameson about the plane issue.
Captain, we lost many good men. We have to have.
I'm all good, guys. Don't even worry.
Bubba, did you look up what Pervitin was?
No, I didn't.
You can too if you want.
Sure, let me do it.
I just sent it to you.
You should.
I don't know that it's something I should say on stream.
Oh, okay.
But-
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
It's actually a
Fuck yeah,
relatively
fuck yeah.
common ADHD medication.
Yeah, look at that.
Apologies. I don't
parts of it
understand.
are.
Shut up, Google. I didn't ask. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Please don't come after me later. I'm sorry.
Captain, we with that new invention.
I feel so good.
I feel great.
Oh my god. Hey, Jacques. How are you? How are you doing, man?
I'm good, buddy.
You're good. Oh man, what about you, Alexei? How are you? Damn, man, I
better
feel.
than you, sir.
I wanna hug him. I wanna go in for a hug. I want to attempt to hug him, I guess.
I would like to roll to just bob and weave him.
Damn.
Okay,
I really thought you'd let me hug him.
I'll say if you're trying for it, boom. Eobard can make an athletics with disadvantage because he's inebriated on.
Okay, I'm
Permanent.
good. I'm good at athletics though.
And
With
then
disadvantage.
Alexei can make an athletics or acrobatics.
Oh
Your choice.
no! I got a 5. I rolled a 19.
You said an athletics?
And a 5.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I mean, I know I'm gonna beat it because I have a +7.
Yeah. We'll
Oh
get
my
to rules
God.
for natural ones and natural 20s in my tables when that happens.
With
for skill
respect,
checks.
Eobard, I don't like to be touched.
Respect. Can I shake your hand? Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, and I want to just like reach in for his forearm, like just grab him tight, shake
Alexei
it
will grab
once,
the
shake it once, and release, and be like,
I want to nap. What do you want from me?
he looks over at the captain. That's who he's talking to. At this point, he's like,
What do you want from me? I'm ready to nap.
I
Sir.
heard you saw some planes.
Oh yeah, big boom, big boom boom. It was a small plane. Small plane. Very tiny small plane. Sent big boom boom down, killed everybody. Everybody's dead. That's crazy. We barely got out with our lives. I clearly did because, oh my god, look at me, I'm built different. God damn, I'm good looking. Anyways, then after Big Boom Boom, then there was this blue guy, and he was all like, and then Alexei over here, he shot him with his sniper, and he all it did was he dropped his hat and some shit. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, Captain Holfeld, he was there. He showed up.
That motherfucker, he was, oh my god. Did not like him. Did not like him. Opinion over here. Can I get a second on that? Did not like him. Right? And I look over at Jacques and I look over at Alexei for approval.
Alexei's just nodding like, yeah, no, that's a fair assessment. He will look at the captain and be like, when he arrived, he had a couple of other entities, such as myself, drag off the bodies, Dopakoid Bogidushi.
Okay. We've had some conflicting reports, and I'll take it straight from the horse's mouth on this one since I have you here. We know that he started working with the German army about 10 years ago, and he supposedly, you just said it too, he's looking blue. First, is that true? Start there.
Yes. It's bluish, almost like, I can't do that, it's not canon. It's gonna be like, you ever read a comic book?
Comic books, I don't think exist yet.
Yeah, they don't. That's why I won't
Another
work.
30 years. Another 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they happen around World War II because Captain America punches Hitler a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah, so he's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm kind of freaky, but that man's a fucking freak, man. Like, he's got this blue shit all over his face. It's like blue and it's kind of pretty, but like on him, it's terrifying.
Okay. We've also had reports that he led a trench rush and was shot pretty squarely in his gut, and that he showed up again pretty soon after. That was by a spy that we have. That's confidential information, not a word.
Może to nie sini, no jeśli большая zanudza wiznicy.
I only speak English, and can you please translate that for me?
You'll have to learn how to speak the mother tongue.
Well, can you teach me by explaining what you just said to me?
For any Russian viewers that might be out there, please correct my pronunciation. But just wanted to drop that in there for you guys.
Okay.
What I was trying to say
also
was,
don't
he might be blue, but he's a bigger pain in the ass.
Heard that.
All right. Okay, so is there? I also don't speak Russian, son, so you'll have to let me know at some point what that means. But
Yeah, that's fair. I forget that I'm not surrounded by comrades.
Well, we've had, like I said, reports that he was shot and recovered substantially more quickly than we would expect. Was there anything that seemed strange about him other than the color? I mean, I've heard of men drinking silver before, but
He was flanked by multiple others that looked like me.
yeah. Okay. Anything else, you two?
He also was wearing a red attire with like 3 other guys who were kind of blue wearing red attire. So that was kind of freaky as well. I mean,
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else there, um,
All I remember is he looked like a bitch.
okay.
Captain, what we could do, and correct me if you disagree, but having Eobard and Jacques and myself, we could infiltrate behind enemy lines and perhaps assassinate.
That may be in the cards once we get a little more concrete information about where he's staying. But for now, we'll have you sit tight. We'll discuss mission sets in... Well, I'll put you in my shoes for a second. So, my higher-ups, the Colonel, he he wanted to hear from me about how you're doing and then was going to assess what the next step is. So, by my estimations, that trench assault likely should have killed all of you. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Maybe not you two, gesturing at you and me, as, but certainly you two. And obviously, Alexei, you've proven yourself squarely. So, I'll give a glowing review of what's left of you, and we'll determine mission set after that. For now, we'll have you sit tight. I'll send Isabel by tomorrow morning to make sure that everything is good externally and internally. Don't want you... I'll keep that noted. I do. For now, sit tight, and hopefully I'll have word for you tomorrow morning. If not, well, for now you're not going to be on the front lines for at least just the next few days, maybe the next week. No news is good news in that regard. I'm sure you're aware of the attrition rate. But,
Captain, if I might make a suggestion.
yes.
I've seen how these two fight. You won't have a better two in trenches. Pair them with maybe 2 or 3 comrades, put me on overwatch, and then what if we feign retreat? Get the Germans to storm our trench that is now empty, and as they do, have those 2 in the small squad take over their trench.
Eobard has his hand in the air, just waiting to be called on.
He listens to what Alexei has to say. Is that all, or did you have more?
That way, once the bulk of the German assault hits the trenches, our people will already have turned around and will strike them from one side, and as they retreat, we have Jacques and Eobard there to wipe the rest out when they get back to the trench.
Well, I Can't say I dislike the idea, but
It's more humane than chemical warfare.
yes, speaking of, I'm surprised Halfeld didn't just drop some on you while his own men were there. But regardless, what have you got, big man?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, man. Like, I shot myself in the foot. Like, I didn't really do much of anything, man. I went into that fight and took the L, man. Like, nothing I did went right at all. At all. So I don't know what type of fighting skills that Alexei's over here accusing me of, but I don't like his dishonesty. Granted, I can...
Eobard,
Yes, sir.
what does taking the L mean?
That means I'm a fucking loser. I lost. L for lost. I took
Well, L.
the L.
L for life. You kept your life. That's winning in this war.
I mean, I'm all for going and killing anything. I just want to be honest about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sergeant Markham would kind of come over and like clap you on the back, and he's like, "It's okay, son. We all take the L, as you say sometimes, and as long as you're alive to fight another day, then
It's canon.
as long as you're alive to fight another day, then that's all you can ask, really. Especially in a conflict like this."
You know, I like the way you talk to me. You're like a grandpa. You know, you're so caring with your voice, and you just I want to put my arm on him and just be like, I appreciate you.
He also really likes how the lieutenant talks to him. And
you
Alexei's gonna
shut
take a
your
fucking
mouth,
swig.
or I will hug you as well.
No, I'm really good. I'll pass.
I knew he would like that less than punching him.
Well, if you punch me, I can punch you back. If you hug me, that's just gross.
Exactly.
You're all hairy
He,
and sweaty.
Captain Harrington just kind of watches this interaction happen, and he's like, "Okay, well, I think I know what I need to know in order to make my report. I'm going to do so promptly. Sun's starting to get a little low. You can kind of look out the trench door and see that there's kind of a long shadow being cast already. It's like, so I'll have Sergeant Markham here take you to your bunks, and gonna have to get friendly with one another because we're gonna have to kind of keep you all in the same place. Apologize.
I
for
call
that if
Eobard.
you don't like.
Rude.
Okay.
Can I have bottom
And,
bunk?
Captain,
Yes.
if I may, I think I know. Are we bunking the same places the last couple weeks? Or rather, are they in my bunk room?
Let me, as Shank, make a quick roll to decide if it's the same or if it's different.
Because I was going to take them to just to raise spirits and prevent shell shock. There's a campfire the boys have been having, quarter-mile back, about 2 trenches back, at the crossroads. I figured it'd be good for morale.
I suppose you can go there. We had a place for you, but if you've got somewhere you're comfortable,
Well, it's
I'll
not
make
for
sure the
bunking.
requisitions officer knows that the bunks aren't open there and that the ones where I was going to send you are.
Oh, it's not for bunking. It's just for entertainment. I was gonna say, if they're bunking in the same place as me, I can lead them back. That way, the sergeant can just go ahead and get some rest. He had a long day.
Just real quick, out of character moment. What specifically? Like, you're asking if
Like, are they
can go to the
bunking-
campfire, or yes?
Yeah,
you-
are they in the same bunk room as me? Because I figured that'd be separate, like like have a small campfire for entertainment purposes, and then Alexei will take them back to the bunk room, so that way the sergeant can go get some rest.
He was saying that he wanted you all to like be bunked, and he was going to show you to where that was, or rather, Sergeant Markham was going to show you to where that bunk was.
Okay, sorry, I had misunderstood because I thought you had said earlier that Alexei had been there for a while, so I assumed he had already had his bunks.
Yes, so it is going to be a different bunk than where Alexei has been stationed recently.
Understood. Disregard.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Stay safe out there, as best you can. And I will see you hopefully soon. All right. Dismissed. And he kind of waits for you all to filter out. Sergeant Markham kind of takes the head and gets out of there first. And Pete kind of just waits by the door for everybody to get out, and he would follow out last. So yeah. With that, Sergeant Markham would start taking you back to a bunk room. The way the trench kind of curves a little bit and zigzags, it's slightly further west and slightly further away from the front lines, despite it still being in the same rank of trench. It's just a little more separated from where all the conflict is. You can kind of see at one point, it's far enough back that there's not really any major risk of getting shot at by, offenders from the opposite trench. And the trench gets a little more shallow to the point that it comes up to just about chest height. At this point, it's getting pretty dark, and the bugs are starting to come out with that, kind of loud hissing sound that comes from the cicadas nesting in the sort of hot summer thicket that's nearby. The sounds of war going off start to calm down for the night, as you're more accustomed to, and you can kind of see out across the no man's land that sort of the pits and holes kind of loosely revealed by the lights of lanterns in both sides trenches. Looking out across the scape, you see something strange. There's a small flash of light from the German trench. It's a kind of piercing violet color that cuts through the night for just a brief second. If you blinked, you'd miss it. And it only happens once.
Alexei's gonna grab his rifle and just look to the scope towards where it's at.
Okay, make a perception check. It is dark, and it's far enough away that dark vision wouldn't come into play here, so go ahead and do so at disadvantage. I'm allowing it because it is dim light in the German trench.
Roll low. Roll low.
Oh, okay, with a roll of 9. Yeah, perception.
God damn, that's
Get
crazy.
fucked.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
All right.
That's crazy.
I have a +8 to perception. by
I
the way,
see
guys.
that. I see that. That's crazy.
Sure.
Jesus, dude.
Nuts.
Looking through your scope, you kind of you just pull your gun up and you look through for a second, and you can see that there's a couple Germans clustered around. One of them isn't wearing his helmet, and his hair's like kind of really messy, and one of the guys is sort of taking a backpack off him. It looks a little bit like a more compact version of the radio backpack that Pete had, or has. He's kind of carrying it with him now. He's dusting himself off and looking around, and they all kind of like shake hands with each other, and they seem excited for some reason.
Sergeant.
Sergeant Markham is kind of leading the way, and he's... yes? What's up? What's wrong?
I have visual on multiple Germans. I have clear shot. They appear to have a smaller, looks like a radio backpack, but smaller in size. I could disable it if you'd like.
Okay. Just reeling things back just a hair. The distance that you're at, even with the scope being able to see what's going on, the effective range of your rifle is such that it would be out of range in D&D
right.
terms. Yeah, it's past the long range portion.
Ah, okay.
So,
I could sneak up and belly crawl. Take a shot.
I'm not sure that we should be having you shoot people without orders, but
That's why I'm asking.
tonight, I think you've earned it, especially given what you did before, but I'm not ordering any of these folks to go with you. It would be all your prerogatives. I'm using the wrong voice.
It's okay. I've been struggling to get the right Eobard all night.
What do you two
It's
think?
okay.
Do you guys feel like having a late night attack?
I mean, I'll never say no to a little bit of killing, especially if the killing's evil.
Violence gets me going.
Do I see any other Germans?
Looking through your scope, you'd see the normal ones that are kind of just stationed along the trenches. Just, nightly patrols standing there in case anyone gets the bright idea to try to creep across no man's land for a nighttime raid.
Fuck.
It's your call, Alexei.
No, it had to be a mutual agreement between the three of us.
I already said I'm in. I mean, let's do it. But I'm good at following directions. So like, you tell me where to go, and I'll follow right behind.
Jacques?
If I get to kill Germans, it's a good day.
Wait, did you say we're killing? All right, let's go.
And I just start booking it.
No! Eobard!
I'm already gone. I'm already gone.
So
Sergeant
Well,
Markham's like terrified. He's like, after him, I guess.
No. You two stay here. He's
like,
I'm gonna specifically like call out to Eobard, like, Eobard!
I'm not listening. I'm just booking it. I'm using all of my all I can to as fast as I can towards the German soldiers.
okay, so here's I'm gonna kind of construct a picture for you because I don't have this set up yet.
Right.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
I figured.
probably should have, but we're gonna move you over to kind of here so you can kind of get a little bit of a blank slate here. Okay. So here's the situation. Okay.
This is awesome. I love this.
The the Allied trenches, we're gonna have them in green. Okay, are over here, right? And there's multiple lines of them, right? And you are kind of right. Oh, I can't do it like that. You are right here. Okay. Now the German trenches. This is not to scale, of course. They're over here, right? And so you would have to jump on top of the grass between the trenches. Ooh, let's do a different color. Let's do blue. You'd have to hop the grass between trenches and then cross over this trench and get across no man's land to get to the German trench.
So wait, where are the
And
Germans that we see?
I think I've only got a 35 is what I've got. So that's probably more than that.
Yeah. And then if you dash at 70, and it took to the expeditionary trench, which happened last session. The expeditionary trench would have been doing something like this, right? So from here to here, I said was like 150-ish feet, right? So if you're moving at 70 feet around, you're gonna be spotted for 2 whole rounds.
Okay, in that case, what I'm
if you're
gonna
just hauling
do,
ass, you're gonna be immediately caught.
okay, in
by
that case,
German
I'm going
sentry.
to book it straight into the closest barricade, which I guess would be under the trench. Or by
So like here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, I would say you could probably cross that in one turn if you dash as your action. As a reminder to all the viewers, by the way, Boom is still learning 5th edition D&D right now, so I may take some time to explain certain things to him, and if you don't know how D&D is played, then I guess it's a learning opportunity for you too. There you go.
Boomer.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to... Fuck. God damn it. Shank, how far is it to the next allied trench?
Like I said, I'm gonna say it's about 70 feet.
It's really hoping you'd say it's like... Okay.
Sorry, it's what my character does.
Can I dash 60 and then dive the last 10 with successful acrobatics?
I'll allow it. Yeah, we'll set the. Wait. I've got an idea. Long jump distance is, I believe, a number of feet equal to your strength modifier. That's a mechanic that exists. Oh god, what the fuck did I just do? I went to look up a rule and then I accidentally opened the commands for the page that I was on. I don't even know what this is called. HTML.
So...
you can encumber a number of feet equal to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So I'm going to say that, yes, if you make an acrobatics check, you can get further than that, and we'll see based on the acrobatics check.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm gonna chase after him and try to dive into the trench before he is able to jump into no man's land.
I will say that this can all happen in the same round of time. So. Okay. So Eobard just hauls ass, like jumps on top of the grass and just starts running down. As you're kind of like running closer to the German trenches, the lights from the various trenches on your side do illuminate you a little bit, and you can see, since you're like elevated a little bit and you're running forward, that there's some kind of stirring in the German trenches that happens when you like hop up and run that way. Yeah. They kind of start buzzing like bees a little bit. Alexei is able to sort of jump on top, and go ahead and roll that acrobatics check for me. Or is that what you rolled?
That's it.
Just there.
Unless you want me to roll it again, I'm happy to roll it again.
You kind of like start hauling ass after Eobard. On top as well, you can see the same sort of movement going on in those trenches, and you see Eobard just kind of like neatly jump. You know, if he's running across the top, he neatly kind of jumps from about here down into the trench below. And you kind of try to repeat the same thing because you're like, oh, if he can do it, I can do it, you know. And as you do, you kind of just hit the dirt before the trench line and you roll. And so you're still on top, right?
Fuck!
But you're just right on the edge, like you're looking into the trench. He's just right there.
Can I just, like, push myself in? Or do I have to wait till the next turn? I can wait till the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, just, yeah, for now, this is kind of where you are.
Okay.
But you are able to get within 5 feet of him.
Eobard.
I must kill the Germans. I must kill them.
No.
Use
Hear me
them,
out,
no,
hear me out.
use them. This was your
Hear me out.
idea.
Hear
This was your
me out.
idea.
It was, and you're going to kill Junior.
Yes, I'm gonna kill
Hear me-
or what? Boy, speak!
Lead line. Let me get a good shot up, because you still have at least 100 feet between you and the next trench.
I
Let
hear
me
you,
take out a
but
few of them.
he doesn't know. You don't. Do you know who I am?
You're going to be a dead man if you don't listen to me.
Okay.
I want to see you make
Okay,
it and actually
you know
kill
what?
the Germans.
You know what? You're awfully demanding. Respectfully.
At this point in time, you would hear kind of a snap and then a larger crack sound off in the distance.
Shit!
As next to Alexei, thank you. I will take your gun.
No, it's just a blue. It's just blue.
Okay, thanks for
That's
that.
crazy.
You see a little bit of dirt poof up next to you, Alexei. He just went to do something, didn't he? Cool. Yeah. You know what? For now, let's take just a little brief break
like
here,
a-
so that if people need to use the restroom, they can. I need to fill up my water again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
So-
same. So let's just take a quick little breaky brew, like 5 minutes or so.
Sure. Well, as I was saying before we left off, you hear a snap and a crack. As right next to Alexei's head, a little bit of dirt just sprays up from the ground.
Shit!
You would be able at this point to kind of roll in to the trench. But yeah,
I
it
swear
was
to
it
God.
was kind of close. It was within 4 feet.
I swear to God, if fucking Jacques just walks up with like a to-go soda with like one of the like connecting trenches, he'd be like, "What's up, guys?"
There's a connecting trench. It's probably a solid like 50 feet this direction. Right? If you could see that. I don't know if you could.
I saw it.
Okay, cool.
I didn't have it pulled up,
Thank
so
you,
I didn't see it.
Okay.
But
50 feet that way.
okay,
Okay. Glad someone got comms on that, because I was like, I'm just screaming into the void here.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. But yeah, so if you wanted to hit a connecting trench, you could go around that way. It's the long way around. That's the way that Sergeant Marcom and Pete are going.
Because they're
Because
not
they just
stupid.
kind of saw Eobard just take off, and Alexei follows suit. They're like, kind of worried and coming after. So I don't know what Jacques is doing.
I think I would find the connecting trench, split off from everybody.
Okay. Okay, so you go to the connecting trench as well. For the moment, it is still just kind of Alexei and Eobard there. You see some of your own sentries on either side kind of just like see you hop into the trench, and they kind of run up. Some soldiers you've never really met before. One of them is kind of shorter. He's got some mutton chops growing in, and his nose looks like it's been broke one too many times. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Hey, what you doing?"
We're on a top secret mission, and we need you to do us a favor.
How top secret is it if you're just running around in the middle of the night?
Well, it was supposed to be top secret, and he glares at Eobard.
Eobard is just standing there, just smiling, just big old grin on his face.
I came here to kill the Germans.
And he like kind of like just notices in like the low light that this is a fucking lion standing on its hind legs looking at him, and he just like he's
Comrade,
fucking shitting himself.
what I need you to do is go about 50 feet, and he points a little bit closer to the towards the connecting trench. Go that way about 50 feet, past the connecting trench, and take one pot shot to draw the attention of the Germans. Just don't peek, just put your gun up and shoot. And if anybody says anything, you tell them that Alexei told you to do it.
He just kind of, and he's like, connecting trenches that way, and he points to the opposite side of like you and Eobard.
Yeah, that way. You got this, comrade.
Kinda,
And he claps him on the
kind
shoulder.
of like if Eobard's over here, he kind of like. Just kind of skirts around him a little bit.
And as he does that, Alexei's gonna look at Eobard. Hold for just a moment. I'm going to see how many I can take out. Once it's clear to run across no man's land, do it. I'll give you the signal. And then you can kill Germans.
Eobard, he smiles real big. His eyes go from like they were kind of already sharp, but they go even sharper. And he just tenses everything when he says kills the Germans. He's just like,
Wait, I have something for you. He's gonna pull the package of Pervitin out and break off a quarter wafer. Take this before you run. But right before you run.
I grab it, and I was like, "Is this a good time to hug you?"
How about the fist bump? And he holds his fist out.
I fist bump him as I'm taking it.
Alexei's gonna try to like ease up over the embankment with his scope, but like keep his head as close to the ground as possible. And he's gonna wait for the crack shot.
Do I need to take a Constitution saving
Yeah,
roll?
I'm getting there.
I
Yeah,
did
so
give
go
him
ahead,
half
do it
the
with
amount as I
disadvantage.
did last time.
Oh, okay. I'm still doing disadvantage because he's still coasting on the other one. So,
That's fair.
Got a 5.
okay.
Can I give him, because he's hyped up on adrenaline, can I give him,
Hold on.
can I negate the disadvantage?
No. No, you can't.
Like, can I give him assistance?
No. There's no assistance in
Fuck.
Took Drug.
Sorry, Eobard.
It is half the dosage I took last time, though.
Yeah.
But you're still riding
but
the high,
you-
is what he said.
Still
Oh,
riding that
fuck.
one.
I'm so fucked right now.
Okay, hold on. So, here's. God, hold on. I gotta get people moved over.
Sorry, Shank.
I need to get. No, it's. I was kind of prepping this in our break, just in case you did this. So hold on.
While you're prepping,
He knew
just
Az
that way
was
you know
gonna
what to
pull
do
out
with
some
Az.
BS.
Or with Alexei.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to keep as close to the ground as possible while getting a good view of the Germans. And waiting for Private Chops to fire his shot.
Okay. I need you then to make a perception check at disadvantage again.
Could
And
I
I'll
argue
review
that
all-
because I know roughly where they're at, and I saw the gunshot that almost took my head off, to make it at just plain?
I will say. So the one that shot at you is not where the ones were before, although you did see where the flash is coming from. So I'll allow the argument to pass. Yeah, you can do it, no disadvantage.
Let's go!
fucking 20. All right. Okay, you can see where the guy was that aimed at you. He's kind of in a little bit of a blind. There's a little cutout in a box of wood. And there's sandbags on either side, but you can see the glint of a primitive optic in there. As this is going on, the barrel's kind of canted a little bit to the right of where you are, at least from your perspective. It's canted to the... Hold on, I need to think about this. I'm in a camera, so this is left for you. So it's canted to the right a little bit. And you can tell it's not aimed directly at you. At this point in time, the pervident's kicking in. And especially based off of that save and what you had going on before, you're feeling the lightning. It's time. You're hearing music in your own head. And it's like the swankiest jazz you've ever heard in your fucking life. And
No, he's about to have sex with these Germans.
and
Let's fucking go!
Private, shoot!
And you do hear the crack shot go off from over the top, and you see the barrel kind of snap to where it shot and fire its own shot over in that direction as well.
As soon as it fires, I want to fire.
I'll let you do that real quick, and then we're going to roll initiative. At this point in time, you would have kind of passed the soldier. Sergeant Marcom, freaking what's his nuts? I'm forgetting his name now. Pete, and Jacques would have kind of passed the private sentry that was going the opposite direction over to where the connecting trench was. You would have passed him as you're kind of like jogging to catch up with these ones. As the shot kind of goes off behind you, it might pull your attention that way. You know, I don't know about Jacques. It does for Marcom and for Pete, and the neighboring shot across the trench does as well. And then you got a 10.
Yep.
That will not hit.
Shit.
As you sort of shoot, you see some of the wood on the side of the blind splinter off. As you see the barrel kind of like pull back in from it. And I need initiative from everybody. Okay, you guys are kind of just off to the side for a second now. Eobard is up first.
Oh.
How do I have the highest initiative modifier and I'm still the fucking
Nat 20, baby.
one?
Nat
Natural 20, actually.
Bitch.
So, Eobard, you are gassed on fucking nitrous straight. Like, there's no gas in the tank. It is all fucking nitrous. You're going.
How
What's
far
up?
is it to go to the group of 3?
The group of 4, you mean?
Yeah,
This
I
one
guess the
right
group of
here?
4, yeah.
That would be about 130, we'll say, feet.
All right. I guess from here I'll... what's my range on my revolver? Probably not that far.
The short range on the revolver is 20. The long range is 80.
Okay, so
So you could
I
hit-
literally... I can't do much of anything.
No, you could take your full movement. I know
What
you
if
have to
I-
dash.
What if I, like, move...
Wait, is it 100 or 150 feet, Shank?
It's 130.
130. Ooh, yeah, no, you'd just be outside.
If I dashed, it'd be 70. I could go 70.
But you could also take disadvantage shot your next turn.
Yeah. I basically want to go out as far as I can.
Okay.
So, in the direction of this homie, I guess.
Can you ping again? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm this guy.
Okay. Yes. So, as just kind of a brief reminder, so you remember how combat works, you have three big resources: action, bonus action, reaction. The dash action is an action that everyone has the option to use, and it allows you to move up to your movement speed. You already can do that for free on your turn, your movement. So it effectively doubles your movement speed as your action. So if you did that, it would be 35 times 2, which is 70. And considering that this box represents being 100 feet away, we could kind of put you off to the side here, knowing that you're still about 30 feet in this direction.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
That will conclude my turn.
Okay. So the rest of you, as you hear the other shot go off across the trench, it kind of brings your attention back, and you get to see as Eobard just throws himself over the top of the parapet and starts hauling ass as fast as he possibly can across no man's land. And he's booking. He's going. He's zooming. Jacques, you see him just hop over and going, and he's kind of coming back your direction a little bit. But what do you do?
Who else in this connecting trench? Anybody? Or just me?
It's you, it's Alexei, Sergeant
I'm not in the
Markov,
connecting
and
trench.
Did you stay in the connecting trench?
So everybody right here is in the connecting trench.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Gotcha.
quick, I'm gonna bring you back over here for a second. So
Okay.
There's a connecting trench, like I said, over here-ish. So people kind of they went this way, and this way. I don't know what you were explicitly doing, but that's what Pete and Marcom did.
Okay. I'm just making sure I understand what's going on.
Yeah. So right now, Eobard is kind of running this way a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what he's doing. So what is Jacques up to? You just saw the big old lion start hauling.
I would like to
Sober up.
shut the fuck up. Okay. Let me check my movement speed real quick. Okay. What I would like to do is move. Oh Jesus! From here to right next to this gentleman.
Right next to this guy?
Yep.
Bear in mind,
should
Okay.
be
130 feet.
You're kind of like
okay.
in here, but far enough to the side that I had to put you somewhere else.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind that. In that case, I would like to just kind of run as far as I can,
Okay.
and then just
what's your
hit the
movement?
dirt.
And hit the
30.
dirt at the end? Okay.
Yeah.
Falling prone doesn't cost any movement in my eyes.
Okay.
So,
My speed is 30.
okay. I'll put you over here next to Eobard with a little prone marker. Keep in mind that getting up from prone does take 15 feet of movement.
Understood.
Technically, the rules are half movement, although the way I personally run it, it's just 15. That way you don't punish monks for being fast.
Right. Either way, it's half. So.
Either way for you, it's half. So,
Yeah.
is that all for your turns? I realized that I didn't roll for Marcom.
That is all for my turn.
Cool, love that for him. We're gonna say that he and Pete took their whole turn just running here, and they're like, they were just like, Alexei, what did he do? And that was their entire turn. So, that's it for them. Alexei. Alexei, you saw Jacques kind of just jump as well over the line and start taking off after Eobard, and then just dive into the ground when he
Brothers
got about as far
forever.
as he thought he could go. I also realized I forgot to give these guys a turn. So, what do you do on your turn?
Can I visualize, or can I see the backpack that those fuckers had?
Oh, perfect. Can you see the backpack that they had?
That you could specifically
Oh,
point out,
yes. So, given the angle that you're at, you would really, at most, sometimes be able to see like a bucket hat pop up a little bit, but now that shots are going, they've kind of ducked down, and since you don't have a blind to be shooting from, this is just normal trench, they're not really sticking their heads up too much.
Do I have eyes on anybody?
I would say this guy is still relatively visible, as he would kind of like be poking his gun in and out of the blind to try to just take shots at whatever he sees moving. This guy is kind of doing the same, and one of these two guys is.
Okay, seeing as Eobard and Jacques are heading towards this guy, I'm gonna try to take him out so they have a safe entry.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack against him.
Let's go. Oh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. As you kind of peek over the top, you take a shot, but you kind of get spooked a little bit when another shot happens to impact the dirt a little off to your side, pretty far away, but just the sheer fact that it was even remotely in your vicinity does cause you to pull just a little bit, and over
Fair.
that long a distance, it matters. So yeah, you take your shot. You don't connect. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Oh, yeah, no, I was done with my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. There are 3 Germans that are all going to shoot at Eobard. Jacques did manage to hit the dirt before they all started opening fire.
Bring it
You are able to hear some indistinct shouting from the German trenches. Alexei is probably too far away to hear exactly what's going on. But, yeah. You do hear some shouting from them, and 3 guys are all going to take shots at you. I need to pull up their thing, because I wasn't... Like I said, I tried to get prepared during the break, but I did not do that.
Hey, Po Buddy's
God, I can kind
nerfed.
of hear the music. What's that?
I said Po
Buddy's
Po
nerfed.
Buddy's nerfed.
Okay. We have... We're going to be doing...
We're delaying the whole quest by a whole hour just because we wanted to go fuck up some Germans.
Okay.
Honestly,
What's your armor class?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So my armor class is 17.
Okay, only one of them connects.
That's what's up.
So let's go ahead and also roll us some damage. Unfortunately, they rolled pretty good. So one of them, the one that Alexei did take a shot at, sees you running and kind of just pulls his rifle over the top, fires at you. You can see the sort of glint off of his goggles as he pulls the trigger, and it nails you square in the shoulder, dealing
That's
9
my
points of piercing
favorite
damage.
shoulder!
It does 9 points of piercing damage.
Fuck, man. All right.
Did just get shot with a fucking gun, so...
It is so, oh my god, it's so Jover.
That is his turn. He does pull his rifle back down under the trench a little bit, and it's your turn. What does Eobard do?
Eobard, okay, so I want to take the last 3 points of healing, lay on hands that I have, and I want to lay them on myself.
Okay, can you remind me, is it lay on hands a bonus action? Or is it an action?
It is. Oh, is it a bonus action? Where is it? Where's my stuff? Oh wait, hold on. Here it is. It's an action in combat.
Okay, so you would not be able to dash and use this in the same turn.
Oh, okay. Did I already? Oh, that's okay. Gotcha.
You haven't
I
dashed
haven't dashed,
again.
but I
This is
wouldn't
a
be
new turn.
able to. Okay, so
Yes.
where can I get to if I dash now? Can I get into the
so-
trenches at this point?
Yeah, so let's see. We said it was 130 feet. You moved
70.
70.
So another 70 would bring me to
So-
this guy, right? At least.
It would bring you. Yeah, you could get a little past him actually. You could get
What if I go-
like over here ish.
Okay.
But yeah.
What I want to do? So I want to get. I want to get up on him first, and then. Okay, so that's. Will I be able to continue to move after I attack him? If I still have movement left.
I would say, if you're getting that close to him, moving away from him would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But you do still have about 10 feet of movement.
Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and take him at a slash him with the long sword. We're gonna slash him with the long sword.
So, boom.
Yes, sir.
Attacking also does take.
That's
your
right.
action.
That's right. So basically, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Fuck,"
Okay, so you just run.
and then
You just jump into the
Oh, no,
trench.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump in the trench. And I'm gonna. Give me a second.
Your visual
Give
cut.
me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just taking a deep breath, just pointing my finger at him. Just hold on, man.
Your visuals froze, boom. So all I see is just.
Damn. Well, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're just kind of like. You're doing that thing.
Wait.
So,
I have a question.
what's your
You
question?
said I've used my action. Do I still have a bonus action?
Yes.
Can I use a bonus action real quick?
What do you have a bonus action for?
I want to use Daunting Roar.
Oh, yeah.
And
forgot
what
that
that
we already
is
had that.
as a bonus action, once per short rest, creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can hear you must succeed a Wisdom saving throw above 13, or become frightened until
You there,
the
Boo?
end of the next turn. So I want to frighten this fucker.
Hello.
Oh,
Now I can't even hear him.
everybody's frozen now. Hello?
Hey, Boom, you alright?
Oh no. Okay, so you did
Okay.
hear me say that I want to do a Daunting Roar, right?
Yes,
Before
I heard
everything
that,
crashed.
and then I asked what it entails, and then you crashed.
So basically anything, I'll read it here. So it's a bonus action. Once per short rest, creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can hear you must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13, or become frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so your choice within 10 feet, so that's really just this guy?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I wanna
Okay,
scare
so
him
you have to make a
shitless.
wisdom save, you said?
Yes.
What is this guy's wisdom? Ba ba ba. Okay. Okay. He rolled an 11.
All right, so
that fails.
so I look at him and I'm like, "You think I look scary now? You haven't seen me yet, boy." And I'm sure I peaked there for all of you, but
You for sure did, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and just fucking just all the way, just go ham and just like Super Saiyan on him. Just like I kind of float in the air a little bit as I'm just roaring out this mighty roar.
And as the giant lion roars at him while doped up on meth. As I see you. Doped up on meth. He like I saw your message. Okay. He like you smell his pants. And he like falls over and like just like on his back with his gun here, and he just like kind of like vaguely starts slowly pointing it in your direction. Is that all for your turn?
That's gonna be it.
With that, Sergeant Markham is going to say, he's going to be like, my God, okay, so, he ran, and they were shooting, and he's in the trench now, I think. He pokes his head up, shot goes over his head, he ducks back down, he's like, boy, and he turns around, and he's like, call in artillery fire on the German position directly across from us.
Niet.
Let's go save the lad.
And Niet. Pete, fire the left side.
And Pete just kind of looks at both of you, and Sergeant Markham just like kind of,
please,
do what he says, and like throws himself over the trench wall and starts running across as well.
Yeah, I love Sergeant Markham. We have to protect him at all costs, guys. Sergeant Markham can't die.
Pete,
Jacques, you're up.
Pete, regardless of what happens, do not leave this fucking trench.
Okay.
You are about 50 feet from trench line.
Okay. I would like to run and use my dash to essentially just dive into the trench right around here.
Okay, so getting up will be 15 feet of movement, right? Because you're prone. So that'll be 15, so you'll have 15 left, and like I said, you're about 50 away.
So you're only at 45 if I'm doing math right.
Yeah, you'd be right outside.
Okay.
I would allow the diving thing since I allowed it for Az earlier, though.
At the very least, I want to dive kind of next to him.
Sure. What's your strength? Or not strength mod, just your strength.
My strength? Not pretty.
What is it? Give me a number.
My strength or my strength mod?
Strength. Just the number.
8.
8. Okay. That is, in fact, more than 5. So you could do a running jump to get the extra 5 feet.
Okay.
I run that a little differently than rules is written, but I think it's more fun. Because, just brief aside, I think it's a little dumb that in 5e, if you try to jump during your turn, then it just stops wherever your movement is. So it's like, yeah, sure, I'm a literal frog person that can jump like 60 feet, but my movement's 30, so I go 30. I think that's dumb.
Right. Yeah.
So you could do a running jump and make it in the trench there, without having to make a roll or anything. That would be use your action to dash, though. So you should be able to move yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd like to end my turn right about here.
Okay. Do you have the ability to move the Jacques marker? He's over here.
I do.
Cool. Okay. So that's where you end your turn, you said?
Correct.
Okay. So, Alexei, you see Jacques, after Sergeant Markham runs over, you see Jacques pop back up and run across the trench, dive over some barbed wire, and land in the trench barely on his feet. You kind of see him slip below the parapet a little bit as it's a little muddy in there. But the firing is still going on over the top a little bit, and Pete has started to get on the radio to call in artillery fire. What do you do?
rifle still shouldered and aiming, he's going to take a second to draw his revolver and just check to make sure that each chamber's loaded before reholstering.
Yep, it should be. You would have had time to reload between engagements. I don't think you actually fired your revolver earlier, actually.
I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Do I see any of this squadron of douchebags?
I would say this guy has kind of poked his head at all the commotion.
I'm gonna drop his
You'd be able
ass.
to see kind of just here and above. I'm gonna give him half cover from the trench line since you can only see just like part of his bucket head.
So is that disadvantage?
No, it just gives him a boost to his armor class.
Crit hit, crit hit.
Thank God! Probably still doesn't hit, but fuck, at least I'm back to rolling good.
It actually does.
No
This would have
shot.
given him +3 to his armor class, and they have 12. They're just in their uniforms. So
12?
yeah, it's normally 12.
Understood.
But then with cover, it would have gone up to 15.
Fuck him.
Damn!
Alexei's
You
pissed.
see that guy like pop up a little bit, and you just bang, just barely even having to think about it. You're just like, ground's mostly flat between me and him, right? I'll just rest it. Bam, and you take the shot, dropping this guy instantly. You who are in the trenches hear a lot of German screaming coming from over here, and you can see that this guy in particular, the one that I'm going to mark with purple, he kind of freaks out. He's the one wearing the backpack. Is there anything Alexei would like to do otherwise?
Are any of these three poking their heads up?
Like I said, this guy generally will every once in a while, and this guy will every once in a while.
Okay. Alexei's gonna hold his movement until artillery takes out at least one of these guys.
Okay.
Artillery takes out either this guy or there's enough smoke clearance to mask his movement.
Sure. Okay. With that, it is the Germans' turn. This one is going to try to shoot at you. He has disadvantage because he's prone, and he also has disadvantage because he's within 5 feet. This guy is going to run up to you, and he's going to try to stab you with his bayonet.
Oh, fuck.
This guy is going to run here and try to stab Jacques. Same with this guy. And this guy will kind of crouch down and start fiddling with a pneumatic gauge that you can see, or it looks like a pneumatic gauge, coming off of the side of his backpack. He's fiddling with a little knob on the side of it. This guy will move 5, 10, 15,
We need to
20,
get
25,
over
30,
to him.
35, 40.
We need
or
to
wait.
stop that guy. Jacques,
Hold on.
we have to get that guy.
Oh, we will.
We have to get that guy.
Don't you
Okay.
worry. I have some tricks. up
This
my
guy
sleeve.
runs over here. And yeah. So I'm going to make attacks against Eobard. Okay, unsurprisingly, the guy laying down is a fat miss. He like slowly brings his gun up, and he like just keeps drifting past you as he pulls the trigger way over here. You hear a loud noise obviously go off, but nothing crazy there. The other guy hits to a 15.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're good.
Does that
we're
hit?
good. No, my armor class is 17.
Okay, so he kind of runs up behind you, and you hear him coming, and are able to kind of like juke out of the way as he tries to slam his bayonet home. These two over here, BB, I'm going to roll for now. One hits to a 19, and one hits to a 7.
Well, 19 definitely hits.
I had the thought that it might. So that's this plus this. Okay. I rolled maximum damage. I am so sorry. He runs up and he stabs you, kind of just here, just above your kidney, with his bayonet, and twists a little bit before pulling it out. You feel a lot of blood come out as you take 9 points of piercing damage. That is all for their turn. At this point, you see Pete come off the radio, and he says, "They're firing on the double, sir." And he kind of like looks up, and he's like, "Where the hell's the sergeant?"
He did what I told you not to do.
It's like, fuck. Eobard, what you up to?
All right, so after dodging their attacks, you know, because I'm Eobard and all, I can I throw a dagger at? Is that too far? I want to try to hit him with it. I want to hit him with a dagger.
That is technically 25 feet.
That would be that would be in long range, so you would have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Because the short range is 20, so if he was here, you could without disadvantage. But
what if I use my revolver and which one does more?
yeah,
No.
you could shoot at him.
Let's shoot at him. Okay. Oh, I forgot I need to pull this back up. I knew I was missing something. Okay. We are going to roll the hit with the revolver. It's a 9. It's not going to do it.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Yes, sir. So I also didn't do it with disadvantage, but I guess it doesn't matter.
You would not have disadvantage because he's far away, and your revolver has longer range than your dagger does.
Okay. In that case, let's. He's afraid until the end of my next turn. So let's go ahead and take a slice attack at him with my sword.
Okay, this would
as
be
my
an
bonus
offhand
action.
attack since...
Yeah, offhand attack.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
So we're gonna roll, and this is without the multiplier, right? Or without the plus 3 damage.
That's if you deal damage.
Okay, so that's 8. That's not a 1 either.
Actually, he is prone, so you would have advantage on this attack.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies for not telling you that.
Let me just roll it again then.
Sorry,
sword. No, you're
juggling
good.
a little bit right now.
10.
God damn it.
Okay.
Low.
Still not.
I'm low. I'm so low tonight, man.
Pull out your sword and you jab at him, and he kind of like rolls out of the way a little bit, like hugging his rifle a little bit. Realizing that you're like still attacking a little normally, you see him like kind of like perk up a little bit as he like looks up at you. Is that all for your turn?
That's gonna be it. Actually, can I'm pointing at my screen like a dumbass.
What about this right here? If you ping,
15, 20. Could I move? Could I move here?
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, if you.
I know,
if you,
but I got a nice armor class.
Sure.
I guess that would be 5 up and 5 down. Correct, Shank?
Yeah, he's got 35, and that's 25 feet. So. Yeah, that'd be good.
All right,
You
I
can do
want to
that?
move. I want to move there.
Okay, you're gonna take 2 attacks of opportunity, one from the one who's prone and one from the one who is behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Two natural 7s.
Cool.
So one of them, the one on the ground, kind of like just tries to slash at you with his bayonet as you like hop up. The other one tries to like stab at you, and you just kind of pull your feet up and both miss. As you like pull yourself up, run across, and hop back down into the connecting trench. Okay, so that's all for your turn.
Yep.
Sergeant Marcom is going to spend the rest of his turn, so he had 60 feet before. So he'll be here, and I'm gonna make him roll for a long jump. Nope. So Alexei, you kind of notice that he does the same thing that you did from before, where you're like, you misjudged the distance, and he runs, he jumps, and he falls there, and falls prone. Right on the edge.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Jacques, you could see the German soldier who's laying on the ground behind you just kind of like look up at him, and he looks down at him. They just kind of make eye contact for a second. And yeah, that's his turn. What do you do for yours?
Okay, just to kind of confirm. Oh, maybe. Come on. There we go. Both of these guys are facing me, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I would like to attack this one on the right with my officer sword.
Okay, go ahead.
Probably should have pulled that up before I attempted anything. Oh, didn't mean to roll that with advantage.
Yeah, just roll it again without.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Got him.
Yes. Alright.
Oh my God, someone's finally gonna hit in combat.
God.
Thank God.
Besides Alexei.
And it's actually me.
Besides Alexei. Yeah. Yeah. So you do 7 points of damage. You do a pretty good number on him. Is that all for your turn? Or do you have
I'm gonna call it there.
Okay, so yeah, you wheel around on the two German soldiers that have run up on you with bayonets, jamming your sword forward. He tries to block with his rifle, but a little too slowly, as you kind of get him back for what he did to you earlier, driving it through the same spot and kind of wiggling it around as you pull your sword out, leaving a similar amount of blood stain on his uniform. Alexei, both of these guys are preoccupied with Jacques and sticking their heads above the trench. Otherwise, it's the same usual suspects over here.
This fucker's gonna die.
Go for it.
So am I. Oh my God.
For sure.
Finally.
Jesus.
Let's go.
It goes exactly how you think it does.
Ping!
Just
Survey says... Ping!
Ping!
number one answer was dead German. You hear a ping sound, Jacques, and you don't really see him move all that much, but you do see his helmet kind of like flip up, and it's very eerie because he just kind of like stays standing still for like maybe 2 full seconds after his helmet falls off, and then he just falls backwards.
Shit. Alright, well, that helps me, I suppose.
You know, with how things are going, I think I'm gonna not hold my movement.
I'll give you something you can hold.
Well, hold on. Shank, I'm gonna DM you real quick.
Yep.
Boo!
Why you keep it secret? Nobody likes secrets, precious. Give me the secrets.
Secrets don't make friends, but friends make secrets.
That's true. That's true.
Ain't wrong there.
You know, that's valid. It is valid.
Okay. So, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action for
Has
what
it
we
just
had
been
previously
moving this
discussed.
We're gonna go to this one.
If either of those two scenarios occurs, I will use my full movement for this turn.
Okay. Okay. In that case, it goes to the German's turn. These two over here are going to take shots at disadvantage against Sergeant Markham because he is in no man's land, but he is prone, and you have disadvantage on ranged attacks against prone creatures. Fun fact. This guy will stand up and will attempt to stab Sergeant Markham. This guy's going to run over here and join the fray at trying to stab Jacques.
Oh.
This guy will run over here and try to stab Eobard.
No, he won't.
This guy will continue to fiddle with his thing, and I'll get to describe him. So, first the attacks against Markham. Markham's not getting off scot-free today either, it seems. He's really not getting off scot-free today either, it seems. The soldier standing up immediately grabs his rifle, both overhand, and just stabs it into Sergeant Markham's hand, impaling him through his right hand. Sergeant Markham screams out in pain a little bit. He's like, "Ah, come at me, you bastard!"
I swear, if Markham dies, I swear.
He will take 8 points of damage.
Jesus.
The two that are rolling up on Jacques are gonna go next. One will hit to a 16. That's the only one that's close.
Shit. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Oh, natural one.
Close. Natural 3. That brings it up to a 4 piercing damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can take that.
I am down.
No! He's down, no!
Wait. Did you heal between sessions?
Nobody. There hasn't been time between sessions. Nobody's.
I thought we took a short rest.
No.
I was at full health when we started this.
I was down 1 when we started.
Unless we weren't supposed to level up, were we?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm
I was
just
waiting
making
for-
sure,
I was waiting
but,
for Boom to get the mechanics a little better before I did
Gotcha.
that.
I got you.
Understood. But yeah.
Whether that was
I-
a good decision in hindsight, we'll find out. The one attacking
we'll-
Boom.
We will definitely find out. I'm down. I'm at 0 HP.
God damn
right.
it.
Yeah, that one kind of runs up. It's the one that runs up to your side. You don't catch in time, and as you kind of try to move your sword over to protect yourself, he gets between your ribs, and you feel your lung deflate as it goes to the side. You feel the need to cough, but no air is coming back out as you kind of fall to the side in a little bit of a pool of your own blood. The one in front of Eobard is going to make his roll.
Come on.
Hits to a 16.
No, sir. That does not
Alright.
hit.
That does
Runs up to
activate
you.
my held action, by the way.
Did you hold your action? To
My
do anything?
movement. I hold my movement.
Oh, right. You told me that you were going to hold your movement in order to do that. Yes, that will use your reaction, and 5 up plus you'd have 25 left to move out that way. So
I want to stay right here, and we'll just.
yeah, and we'll hold on to that for a second. Okay. Yeah, so he kind of runs up, tries to run you through with the bayonet. You with your, do you have an officer sword or a side sword?
I have a side sword.
Okay. You just kind of parry him off to the side with your side sword. This guy, you can see him continuing to fiddle with something, and you can see the backpack starting to rattle underneath the canvas. Whatever metallic thing is inside of there is starting to move around. You can also see little bits of flashes of purple light coming from inside of it.
Oh shit.
It is your turn. What do you do?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at that guy again. The guy who's fucking with everything. I
This guy?
wanna shoot at him, with my revolver. Oh please, please,
Go
please,
ahead.
please, 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 please. Hey, Jacques, I need you to cross your fingers with me. Please, please, please.
I'll cross my
please,
dying
please,
fingers for you,
please,
buddy.
please, 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 please. 20, baby! That's a 20!
Let's go!
That's a 20!
Let's go!
Let's
Let's
fucking go!
go.
Let's go,
Oh,
dude.
Let's fucking
All
go.
right.
Finally, first time I've ever hit with this motherfucker. Just kidding.
Go ahead and roll damage for me. Dude.
Somebody's got to roll nice.
Oh, that's a 4 damage.
Besides the DM.
unfortunately, but it will still do something.
Okay. Yes, it will, and he has to make a roll now. Okay. Okay. When you shoot at him, you kind of catch him in the hand that's fiddling with the gadget. You see the pneumatic kind of break in his hand, and there's a clean hole through his hand, not unlike Sergeant Marcom. He kind of curses and starts like pulling at a string on the side, trying to do something, but you can tell he's frazzled and doesn't know like what to do, and things are going off around him, and he's
Perfect.
just discombobulated right now.
Perfect. That works. Okay, and then I want to, for my additional action, I want to offhand attack. Is that correct terminology? I want to use my side sword to attack.
Yep, you can do that as a
the
bonus
guy right
action.
in front of me. Okay, perfect. So offhanded attack with a side sword, please, please, please. That's an 11.
That'll just miss.
It's all right. Hey, we got something. And that, honestly, okay. That's not. Ooh, wait. I wouldn't be able to lay on hands because I've used up actions, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, you've used your action.
Okay.
Correct.
Damn it. I should have thought of that. Fuck. Okay. All right. In that case, I'll just stay right where I am for now.
Okay. So as you try to like stab forward with your offhand, he kind of grabs his rifle and just pushes the sword above his head. Kind of dealing with the pain that he's currently in, Sergeant Marcom is not going to get up from prone until he like rolls into the trench and then props himself up using all of his movement. After which he will attempt to use his officer's sword to stab the one that stabbed Jacques.
You got this.
We call that a natural 20.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, let's see what critical hit he gets. Excessive damage.
Let's fucking go.
For funsies, we're just gonna roll this one in front of all y'all. What's the damage on a officer's 1d8? Okay. So that's gonna be effectively 3d8 plus.
Let's
He rolls
go.
Damn.
14
Let's
damage.
go. Let's
And-
go.
As he rolls over, he draws his sword with his left hand because he was left-handed, and kind of a little bit around the guy that stabbed him in his right, will jam it through the back of the neck and out the front of the one who just stabbed Jacques. Pulling it out, you can see a little spurt of blood. Kind of lands on Jacques' cheek, not that he's conscious enough to understand that. And that is Sergeant Marcom's turn. Jacques, I need you to make a death save for me.
You got this, buddy.
Oh.
You got this, buddy. You got this.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
You got this.
Damn it!
That is one failed death saving throw.
Hey, that's okay.
Son
That's
of a
okay. That's okay.
Bitch.
Jacques continues to bleed out. He can feel as his body is going cold. His arms are getting a little warm. However, Sergeant Marcom and if anyone else were in the trench could could see it too other than German soldiers, they'd know that it was his own blood pooling up on his side. He twitches a little bit from the cold. Alexei, you are in no man's land now, about 25 feet out from the friendly trench. What's up?
You never did say if artillery had landed yet.
You are correct, I did not say that because it hasn't. I know exactly
Alexei's
when it will
gonna
happen.
move 30 more feet.
30 more feet. Okay, so
Is
he
there
50
anybody
feet.
within range, either this guy, or this guy that is popping up?
As you're getting closer, this guy and this guy are. This guy was still kind of kneeling down.
I'm gonna drop this son of a bitch. I'm gonna try to do a...
Okay.
It'll probably be disadvantaged, but I'm willing to shoulder while running and try to shoot. Or actually, once I get to the end of my movement, I'm gonna stop, plant, aim, shoot.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make your attack roll against him.
Get
God
fucked on.
damn, bro.
Jesus.
And guess what? Roll some damage. He was the one that Jacques stabbed earlier,
He took 4.
if y'all recall.
Or
He took 7 earlier.
oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's dead then.
Yep. So as
I don't know how much
Alexei
HP he
plants,
has, but I know he's dead.
gets down on his knee and squeezes the trigger as the crosshair lines up over the man's heart, blow it straight out his back. He paints the inside of the trench on this side and collapses backward, his pool mixing with Jacques. Oh. Is that all for your turn?
That, I believe, is it.
All right. Here we are. Artillery comes in.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
I technically have to do it on a token, so I guess those guys get 2 direct hits apiece. But artillery comes in, boom, 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 shaking the ground beneath your feet, making it a little difficult to stand as the ordnance lands incredibly close by. You can see dirt start to cloud the sky a little bit as the light from signal flares kind of goes over the top, going the opposite direction, a couple miles down the trench line. Dirt and dust spray you in the face as you all need to make dexterity saving throws to maintain your feet. Obviously, Jacques doesn't.
I was gonna say I'm assuming I'm exempt from that.
It's an 11.
You are.
We both got 11.
Okay. Cool. You are both prone.
Damn. It takes 15 feet of movement to get back up, right?
Sure does.
It takes half your movement.
Like I said earlier, 15 feet because I don't like to punish fast people for being fast. Sergeant Markham is also prone, and let's do one for the German soldiers. 1, 2, 3. 3 d20s. This bonus. Okay. This one, in addition to being a little goofed on, falls prone. This one, directly in front of Eobard, falls prone. You said Eobard and Alexei both fall prone. There.
Oh wait, would Alexei technically have to make the saving throw because he's still 70 plus feet
It's
from
kind of
the
shaking
trench?
the whole area. It's still just shaking the whole area. Also, let me
Okay.
get music going again because it stopped. But yeah, so that happens. These 2 German soldiers ate the brunt of artillery and are deceased. The remaining ones are a little too... The ones that are prone are too shaken to do anything. This one is going to try to stab at Markham and will have advantage to do so because Markham is prone, unfortunately. He rolled a 14, which is below Markham's armor class, so he does miss as Markham tries to roll out of the way to dodge a bayonet strike. Eobard, you and the 2 German soldiers in front of you are all kind of on the ground, reeling a little bit from this, but you seize the initiative. You're the first one to be able to kind of move once the shells stop falling. What do you do?
I immediately get up on my feet. Oh, wait, hold on. How do I?
There. I can remove the tokens off you if you need.
Basically,
So-
I want to get up and move and lay 2 points of healing on to Jacques to get him back up.
I'll remove this guy. Tell me that wasn't the. Fuck, that was the one with the initiative count. Yeah. hold
They're
on.
at 10.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
and you put 3 points of healing
2
on him?
points, just 2 points. So I still have one. I have
points.
one left over, but I wanna use 2 healing points for him.
Okay. Jacques, you are prone, but as you kind of like the light was fading from your eyes a little bit, you feel revitalized all of a sudden, like a thunderbolt through your heart, and you feel warm wherever it is that your bard's touching you.
And all you see is Jacques, my goodness, is Eobard standing right over you with his arm out saying,
Wake the fuck up, Jacques. We got a city to burn.
I look back at him and I say, brother, thank you.
and then I grab him and help him to his feet.
Okay.
Or I guess I can't technically do that, but
I'll say that if you want to spend a bonus action helping him up, you can remove the prone condition from him.
yeah, let's do that, and then that'll end my turn.
That's just a Will Henry ruling right there.
All right, that'll
Not
end
part
my
of the
turn.
Okay. With that, Sergeant Markham will gather himself as well, stand up, and will attempt to ram through the German soldier. He misses entirely as he's like still kind of like shaky-legged a little bit, and he tries to stab forward, but the soldier just slaps the sword out of the way and prepares his own bayonet to strike back. Jacques, what's up? You're feeling a little better, but you still have that sick feeling in your stomach, and you can't breathe right at all.
Okay. If I
You're
were
really
to
gasping.
attack, would I do so with disadvantage?
No.
Okay. Does homeboy right here have his back to me, given that Markham is taking him?
Yes. So I would give you flanking, which is not advantage for me. It is +2 to the attack roll only.
Because I do have sneak attack.
Yes, you do. And you have an ally within 5 feet who is not incapacitated, so you would be able to proc it.
I knew reviving
I
you
would-
was a good option.
I would like to use my sneak attack to bonk him a little bit with my officer sword.
Absolutely, go ahead. So you got that +2 to the attack roll. Just keep that in mind because it's not going to show up when you click the button.
Okay.
But go ahead and add 2 to whatever comes up.
10.
But wait, he does have advantage.
10
He has advantage.
Oh, that is
For
true.
what?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack does not give you advantage. Sneak attack gives you more damage.
But you have to have advantage to get sneak attack.
Not necessarily. You can have advantage, or you can have an ally within 5 feet who's not incapacitated. Those are the two ways.
I see.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you still have advantage.
Why?
Oh no, you're right. Add 2. Never mind. Disregard.
Yeah, that's the house rule thing.
Yeah, I
to-
forgot.
Yep. Okay, so is that it for Jacques' turn, or do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
I would like to attempt to offhand attack him with my dagger.
For sure. Go ahead. You can also proc sneak attack on this because it is just once per turn. It doesn't say you have to call it or anything.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you get him on this one, then you can do it then. Plus the 2 from flanking.
He did.
So, what's the math? I don't have chat open.
He's got 16 to hit.
14, 16, yeah. Yep, so 16 to hit will hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
6.
Did you add the d6?
Don't forget to add sneak attack, and does this have your modifier in it already?
That does have my modifier. That's 1d4 plus 4.
Okay, so +4, so -4 is 2 damage. So go ahead and roll sneak attack, which is just extra d6s. You can do /R and then however many d6s. I think it's 2d6. At first
2d6. Yeah, we'll just do that. 9.
Yep. So 9 + 2 is 11. 11 points of damage. This
But
guy's already
-4. -4.
Well, so 9 + 6 is 15. -4 is 11.
Well,
Yeah, we already took the 4 off.
9 is with the 6. Because it's 6 + 3.
6 plus 3
you're
because
right,
there's
you're right.
2d6.
I'm sorry. I misread that.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
You silly goose.
I am a silly goose.
Yeah. So, you try to stab him with your officer's sword, but being a little out of breath, all things considered, you do kind of like stab into the wall. Kind of use that as a leverage for balance, though, and then just stab him underneath, getting him right in the back, and you feel it slip between the vertebrae on his spine.
Ooh.
As you like see his legs just collapse underneath him, and he like holds on to his gut really tightly.
Nice. Let's go.
And that,
Dude,
that will
we're
conclude my
doing
turn.
it. We're doing it.
All right,
The voice
Alexei,
crack.
you don't really have any good targets. These two are both prone in the trench.
I'm going to use my full movement, the 30 feet. Forward. Let's see. I'm already at 55.
Yeah.
So I'd be at.
You were also prone.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right. So
15
I'd be at
stands.
60. So then I still have another 40. I'm going to hold my action. So I'm gonna get to my
To do
feet,
what?
move my the rest of my movement. If either where'd it go? If either of these schmucks stands up, I'm gonna blow their brains out the back of their head.
Fair enough. Well, conveniently enough, it's the turn in which they would like to stand up. So I'll roll a dice for which one. Okay, they would do it at the same time, but yeah, okay. So they do both stand up. The one with the backpack stands up a little bit earlier than the one without, and immediately starts going for that same drawstring that was on the side of the backpack. Go ahead and make your attack against him. Because you're kind of like trying to like move, shoot, move. You get down on a knee as you see him come up, and you're a little too antsy to take the shot. You pull the trigger. You see it kind of whip part of the loose flap of the bag as it goes through it and leaves a little bit of a hole, but you do just barely miss him. Okay. I guess it was their turn anyways. So they stand up using their movement. This one's going to come over and try to bayonet Eobard. And this one is going to try to activate the backpack again. So the one fighting Eobard. Hits to a 12, that'll miss. And the one with the backpack... Oh, do you hear me? We good? Okay. He missed you with the attack. And this one will have disadvantage to try to activate the backpack. He does not activate the backpack. So you still see the like purple lights flicking on underneath the backpack, as well as him like frantically trying to do something. He's like tugging at this thing, and you hear it kind of like spooling up every time he pulls this cord like a lawnmower. It's now your turn. What do you do?
I want to go after the guy with the backpack. First, I want to take a shot at him with my revolver.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
Oh, I forgot one thing just very briefly. Because I did not do this on their turn, and I should have. let me boop, boop, boop.
Well, I'm not re-rolling.
I haven't seen what it is, so sure, fine, whatever. German soldiers start to come in from around the
Oh,
side.
shit.
Reinforcements are beginning to arrive. You have caused enough of a stir. Okay. Back at it. So, you shot, let's see what you got. You got a 21 to hit.
Yes, sir. And then I'm going to roll
yeah,
that
that
damage.
does that.
It's going to be a 5. I already hit him with a 4.
Okay. You did already hit him with a 4. As you sort of shoot, you blow out one of his knees.
Take that!
Jesus.
And
He falls back down to the ground and just like kind of just coated in mud at this
I already
point.
know homeboy's looking low, so we're going to finish the job and do an offhand attack with the side sword and go to... I want to slice his head off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage because he is prone.
Advantage.
Yeah, buddy.
We're rolling side sword. 18. And
That'll
the
hit.
damage,
Go ahead and roll me
8.
some. And as you sort of like see him like crawling in the mud, he starts to like try to move away from you, but you pounce on him. And do exactly as you said. You just decapitate him in one blow. This German soldier, Alexei, would actually be able to would say, "You killed Gustav!"
Gustav was evil. He was a German. He did not deserve to
saying it in
live.
German. Eobard wouldn't be able to hear, wouldn't be able to tell what he's saying.
It doesn't matter.
He's killed Gustav. But yes, Gustav has expired. Is that all for you?
That's gonna be it.
Okay. Sergeant Markham is going to stow his sword, draw his revolver, and take a shot at this guy. That's an 18, so that'll hit.
Let's go, Marco.
And that is a dirty 10. As he fires off a shot, clipping this German soldier right through his elbow. He drops his rifle and like goes to pick it back up, but for now he is disarmed. What do we want to use for disarmed? Let's use that. He doesn't have a weapon, so there's a weapon. Hi, Pickle. That is all for his turn. He'll kind of fall back. I'll get rid of this German. He'll kind of fall back a little bit to Jacques, and he's like, "Are you doing okay, son?"
Oh, I'm doing great.
You
And
didn't
there's
look
just-
like it.
There's just some blood just kind of dripping down out of most places.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're up.
So, I look around. I see if anybody's kind of looking at me. I make eye contact with Markov. I go,
He kind of looks at you and nods, like, "Okay."
I reach out and touch this dead German soldier,
Okay.
and I use shape change
I'm
to
sorry.
morph into the
Fucking
German soldier
what?
so that I
Alexei,
can blend in with the rest of the Germans coming into the trenches.
Fuck me. Oh god, okay. You're gonna get shot a
So,
few times, I'm sorry.
Alexei would have kind of overview of everything going on, so he'd be able to see this guy running up, or this guy running up, and he would be able to see that Jacques, just kind of like his clothes shift a little bit and the colors change, and you can see his helmet change color as well, and goggles just kind of appear on his eyes. And it like kind of makes your skin crawl the way it happens, because it looks like something's bubbling underneath his skin, making all of these shapes form. But you do get to see that happen. It's a little horrifying. But anything else for Jacques' turn?
No, that is it.
Okay, Alexei.
I just realized you got the sunglasses now. I love that.
I figured
Hold on.
it,
Gang.
Oh, let's go!
To-
Let's go!
I figured to differentiate.
At the end of his 30, it's gonna put him here. And then he's gonna take a shot at this suck.
Go ahead.
Holy shit!
Why do I even ask? if
For
you
real. At this point, god damn. God!
Fucking Jesus Christ!
I see a German and I want to paint him red.
You do. This time it's kind of a lot messier. You fire at him, and you see the whole gas mask kind of explode into his face. As the rest of you are glad you don't see what happens after with his body. As he falls backwards, and most of his head is just kind of chunks.
Jesus.
Alexei's, after that shot, she's kind of shake with excitement. You go, oh fuck the hell yes.
So wait, which guy's dead now?
Anything else
Which
for-
guy died?
The guy that was
Oh,
over
okay.
here. All of them
he's
kind of
just
got
gone.
blown that way.
Okay.
He's gone. Yeah, for just gone. Anything else for Alexei?
Yet he'll use his movement that he used this shot.
Okay. The German soldiers are all going to start running up. This one's going to run up and take a shot at Alexei. This one will just take a shot, just pick up his gun and take a shot from where he is at Marcom. And this one's going to try to stab Eobard.
Oh no! Good luck.
Hey, guys, now might be a good time to point out the fact that I actually have the highest armor class in the party.
What's your armor class?
I have an 18.
Oh shit.
And you know what? All that doesn't matter if I roll a 2 anyways. So we're going to try to hit Eobard now.
That big dick swagger protects me from everything.
All right, please. Please.
Yeah, I rolled naturally above your armor class there, Boom.
Fuck.
Hate to say.
Okay.
But I did roll below Jacques' remaining HP on the dice, so you take 3
Oh
points of
thank
piercing
God! Oh
damage.
thank God! Oh thank God! Okay, we're still up.
Gonna roll for Marcom, and then I will explain all the things that happen. Ooh. Markham's having a bad time.
Oh shit.
Oh no, not Markham! Don't do this to Markham.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll in front of you so that you know this isn't my fault. Oh god, he's using a service rifle. Oh no. So double the dice, then them's the rules. Oh, why? He rolled so high.
It's so Jover!
Okay. And the other boon. Okay. Okay. So, here's the kind of random boon. Alexei is going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. So what happens is this soldier over here rolls up, puts his gun over the parapet and fires at Alexei. It whizzes over his head by about a yard. Alexei is safe on that one. This one tries to stab Eobard and does. Eobard kind of barely moves it out of the way, but manages to cut into his side a little bit. The heavy bleeding is extremely painful at this point. The one picks up his gun that Markham managed to make him drop, fires it at Sergeant Markham, knocking him on his ass. He is currently bleeding out. Just laying against the trench wall. You can see his eyes getting a little glossy. as he's just dazing off into the night sky.
Oh, Sergeant Markham!
The bullet also ricochets and hits a landmine out here, blowing up, and Alexei will just barely fail that one and will take 3 points of slashing damage as shrapnel explodes and digs into his shoulder.
Yeah, suka блядь.
Eobard, it's your turn.
Ah!
As you turn around, there's a German soldier right here because you didn't see him turn.
Wait, there's a German soldier right here.
Right here, where Jacques is, because
Where Jacques
you were
was.
fighting over here, because you didn't see it. Oh no!
So there's one on Jacques, and Jacques gonna kill Jacques. Okay, so I want to shoot the guy on Jacques.
No, there's no one on Jacques.
Oh.
Jacques
Jacques is
shape-changed
gone.
into a German soldier.
Wait, Jacques is dead?
Jacques has disappeared from your view. There's just a German soldier where he was standing, because he's a shape changer and he's changed his shape to look like a German soldier.
Oh! What? Well, I want to shoot
there's-
him.
So you see two German soldiers right now.
What? What? Oh, okay. Well,
Can I just scream, Eobard?
how do you know
I'll
my
allow
name?
if you spend a reaction, I'll allow it.
Please at least say it's me, Eobard. Ah, Jesus fucking.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
Alright, I'm gonna go and attack. I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me.
I'll worry about you in a second.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, go ahead. Make your attack against them.
Okay. Alright. Oh, and I ran out with advantage on accident.
Just,
I ran out for
just roll again.
My bad.
Roll again, no
My
advantage.
bad. 13.
We'll take it.
That'll
we
hit.
take that.
Okay,
Let's
alright.
go.
No complaints.
9. Let's go.
Okay, this guy was already banged up from before.
Get him out of there.
So you parry his attack from or you barely blocked his from earlier. Do the whole "I'll worry about you later" thing, and ram it into his heart.
Ooh, yes.
Push him off.
I love that. And then I immediately want to run over here.
You do.
And I want to just hold my sword at the neck of the German soldier and be like,
How do you know my name?
Eobard, it's me. It's me.
You understand? You can recognize Jacques.
Jacques? What are you doing? You look ridiculous.
I have a lot to explain.
Yeah, you do, but right now, we gotta fuck up this other guy that's over here. Are you with me or are you not with me?
Oh, I'm with you.
Alright, well, let's fucking do it, man.
am I my turn there?
Okay. It's Sergeant Markham's turn.
Oh shit, I meant to go lay my hands on him. That's fine.
Well, I hope you can do it next turn, because he got a natural 1 and failed 2 of his 3
Fuck, I
saves.
meant to do it. I fucked up. I gotta do that. That's why. Yeah. I fucked up. I'll do it next time. Hopefully.
Okay. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault for running the game the way I have. Jacques, it's your turn. You've had this discourse with Eobard. You're seeing Sergeant Markham get worse by the second. And you can still hear some shouting in German kind of from over here. What do you do?
If I were to grab Markham, how far back this way could I drag him?
He's probably above your push dragon lift capacity before you multiply it by 2, so just you'd be half movement effectively.
Okay.
15 feet. Assuming you have 30 feet.
Yeah.
Back here.
Okay. I would like to grab Markham and just pull him back here out of sight
The soldier.
of the soldier, essentially.
Yeah. Here,
Yeah.
I'll put him like there.
Okay.
So that you're each in one space. Okay. You do that. I won't count that as like an action or anything, so you just pick him up under the shoulders and start pulling him back.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there. I'm gonna hold my attack.
Hold your attack, okay. What's going to trigger that?
Do I have anything that can, or am I just talking out my ass? There's a very high chance I'm just talking.
Do you
out my
have a
ass.
gun? Because if you had a gun, you could say, the second I can see this dude, I'll shoot him. Like,
I've got a dagger I can throw. That's about as close to a gun as I got.
okay. Then you could do that.
I'll do that.
Okay. Alexei, you're up.
Alexei is gonna finish his movement to here.
Okay.
As he drops into the trench, he's gonna shoulder his rifle, draw his Nagant model 1895 revolver, and shoot the fucking kraut that's over here.
Fair enough. Go for it. Okay. You hit him. 30-20. He was the one that Sergeant Markham had shot earlier and winged. So. As you also draw your revolver, the second one he's had pulled on him today, you also connect the shot. You kind of see his chest cave in a little bit where the shot goes through, and he just sort of sits back for a second and just kind of like looks into the ground and just keels over his rifle.
Why so sour, kraut?
Go fuck yourself. Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna reholster my revolver, unshoulder my rifle, and I don't have an attack to hold, but I'm gonna get ready to blast that other fucker across the trench.
Okay. It's his turn. I'll say that unless you mean to, you wouldn't be sticking your heads above the trench line.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of squat down.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 if he dashes. So he kind of starts just running around.
Wait, did you go this way?
No, I ran this way. Hold on, how do I do the... There's a way to... There we go. So... Like that. So he runs up that way. That is all of his movement. Eobard.
Let's go! Let's go. Okay, so I want to lay 1 point of healing, because that's all I have. Onto Sergeant
That
Markham.
stabilizes him.
Yep, exactly.
We'll stabilize him.
Exactly.
Bring him back.
So I want to put it on him and just be like, I can't let you die. I can't see another one of you men, good men, die. And as my hands glow, I put them on him. Clear! And I just like shoot him. Just like one little HP of like an electric shock.
Okay. Why is my mic still there? There we go. Okay. As you do that, you like see his chest like heave out with the shock, and he like like the color like comes back to his face for a second, and he like looks at his gut, and like the blood's still like kind of trickling out, but it's just a little bit of a trickle right now. And he like just kind of looks at you with just like wild in his eyes, and he's like, "Have we won?"
Not
And he looks
yet.
over, and he like sees Jacques, and he just like kind of like haphazardly tries to pull his pistol on him.
Wait. That's Jacques. That's Jacques. Hold on.
And he points his pistol at the other one.
Yeah, go. That one's the bad one.
Anything else for your
I
turn?
want to take my pistol out and aim it at the same guy, and just, I want to shoot him. We gotta take him out. This guy hasn't received any damage, has he?
Correct. You have used your action, and since you didn't use your action to make the attack action, you wouldn't be able to offhand.
Oh,
this.
okay. So, what does that mean?
That means you wouldn't be able to shoot this guy.
Okay.
This turn.
Okay, so I can't shoot him. So basically, that I should end my turn, essentially. Yeah.
Okay. If that's
Yeah.
if you have nothing else to do,
Yeah.
then sure. Yes.
We'll go ahead and just end my
Okay.
turn there.
In that case, Sergeant Marcom's gonna try to shoot, or he's gonna try to stand, and then he's gonna try to shoot with his revolver. Good, he hits, and let's see what he rolls.
Let's go, come on.
10 plus 2. That's a 10. That's a 12. Hey,
Let's go!
look at that. Bada bing, bada fucking
Let's
boom,
go!
baby.
Sergeant Marco!
He stands up. He's a little like shaky in the arm, but you see him like lift it to the guy, pulls the trigger, and just blows the guy's head back.
Yes.
And just as he's running forward, he sort of like his head snaps back, and he just falls forward, kind of like that, in a rolling motion on top of this guy. You can still hear a commotion coming from down the various trenchways, but there's nobody there immediately. He looks at all of you and says, "This was a good scrap, lads, but I think I need to be returning."
I'm with the sergeant here. I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything. I've got a pretty high pain tolerance, and I need a nappy nap. I can't lie. Maybe a shower. I could use a good lie down.
And let's go, Eobard. Let's get out of here.
Okay. And he like slowly like stumbles over to the trench and just pulls himself up and like rolls on top and just lays there for like half a second before doing a push-up and slowly like trudging his way back along the line, or back across the trench line.
On our way back, oh, never mind.
Real quick,
sorry.
can you let
I'm
Matt
sorry.
go?
Sorry.
What's up? Yeah. It's like, the Germans will be back. It's how it always is, you know. We capture theirs, they repel us. They capture ours, we repel them. I don't want to waste you, good lads, yet. Especially you. And he points at Eobard. Good shooting, by the way.
You too. I mean, the way you took his head off. Holy Christ, man. I mean, that...
We can talk about this later. We need to go.
Before making his way back, Alexei is gonna approach the backpack and shoulder it.
Okay.
He's gonna take that son of a bitch with him.
Okay.
Before I climb out, I would like to use shape change and return to my previous form.
Okay, you do, and you all kind of see, other than Sergeant Marcom, you all kind of see that like bubbling underneath the skin again as he like slowly turns back into.
I look over.
Oh my God, Jacques! You missed it. Somebody with your exact name, and he sounded just like you. But he was a German soldier. He was right here. I mean, dude, it was crazy. I mean, wow. But anyways, good to have you back. Where'd you go?
Oh, I had something come up.
I totally understand. I mean, yeah, in the face of death, I often run and hide like a little pussy too, bitch.
I glare at Eobard and just slowly extend just a middle finger towards him.
As he puts his arm towards me with the middle finger, I grab him and I pull him in and I hug him and I'm like,
It's good to have you back, you little pussy.
and I give him a little a little noogie.
Good to be back, buddy.
You guys are able to more or less safely cross the trench line. Every once in a while, a bullet will whiz over your head, but you're able to get back to home territory. Things don't smell nearly as much of blood and death over here, and the one soldier that fired the crack shot off that started this whole shebang, it's kind of like, y'all look like hell.
Alexei's gonna walk over and just hand him like a couple dollars. Be like, "Good shot."
I just did the pot shot, but I'll take it. Yeah. All right. If I never need to do anything for your super secret mission again, let me know.
Yeah. What is your name?
Price. Michael Price.
Price. That's a strong name, Price. Who are you, though? What are you doing here?
Well, I'm a sentry, you know, so I watch to make sure Germans don't do exactly what you just did. You're not Germans, are you? I'm fucking with you.
No.
Yeah, with how bad you look, I could probably kill you right now.
Please don't. Please.
You can try.
Yeah, no, I won't. Yeah.
I've killed more Germans tonight than you've had lovers.
Hey, 0 times 0 is still 0, man. I meant to say that as Eobard, but I couldn't get it out.
But yeah. With that, I'm going to end the session, and y'all are going to level up and get a long rest.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Boom, you and I can talk about how leveling up works at a later date.
Absolutely.
You two already know how it works. Go ahead and do it.
Everybody say bye to the stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.
Goodbye, stream. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.